The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Thursday, January 4th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN. You get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. We're also brought to you by the Hockey Gambling Podcast brand new YouTube page. Look, the hockey guys are giving away a hoodie to celebrate their brand new YouTube channel. Register today, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/HGP. And skate around the rink of life in a brand new hoodie. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode. Having a great day. I don't know about you guys out there in the world. I mean, there were some bad plays I will bitch about because it's me. I'm drinking. I'm Irish. We bitch. You know what I mean? It's what we do. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Special shout out to the Old Fashioned Football Podcast. If you haven't checked out the Old Fashioned Football Podcast, highly recommend it if you dig whiskey, football, all cool things that kick ass in life. I know they haven't done a preview of the Flamethrower yet, but at some point we will probably preview a Flamethrower on that show. They were on their 100th episode tonight. We got a chance to stop in. Shout out to J Mark and the Old Fashioned Football Podcast and J Mark's wife. Fantastic people, fantastic show. Subscribe, tell a friend. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Red Hot Frank Martin, if you know what I mean. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Money Line Mac.
What's up, man? Yeah, for Red Hot Frank Martin, they got a hell of a win tonight. Shout out to J Mark and Miranda. It was good getting over there, celebrating the episode 100 milestone. So, good night early. Kind of got hit late, but hey, and good night for the most part.
Oh no, I had a fucking fire night. I mean, there was a couple bets that absolutely drive me like really fucking crazy, but I still made a lot of money, so I can't. I had a horrible night last night, with the exception of Colorado State. Colorado State saved me. I kind of broke even when the Rams hit the previous night, so let's go. But let's recap a little bit, because out the gate, me and you were on the Yale Bulldogs, and boy, was this a fucking roller coaster. You don't need to go to Busch Gardens or any of that shit. You know what I mean? Just start betting daytime college basketball. That's my advice. All right. You don't have a lot of money. You got your kids in the house. They want to go to fucking Busch Gardens or Disneyland. You say, all right, you run up to the local supermarket. You get a $2 stuffed animal. You then bring it back home. you place you take all their college fund, you put it on a daytime college basketball game, you strap them in the couch, and you make them watch the roller coaster that is betting on daytime college basketball, because Yale had a 17 or 16?
16 with like 5.5 to go. Fuck Yale.
16-point lead. We're laying 5.
Unnecessary fucking sweat. It's ridiculous.
We're laying 5. They blow a 16 or 17-point lead. It goes to overtime, and then in overtime, Old Faithful comes through. They win by 8 points in overtime. Whew.
Yeah,
it wasn't
even fun.
I look, my wife is like, you're always in a bad mood, Colby, right? Whenever you're home, you're in a bad mood. I was like, damn it, this fucking Yale team. 2:00 in the afternoon, neighbors got me screaming. These are the breaks, you know what I mean? But we hit at the end of the day. What'd you make of this win, man?
Brutal, to be honest. It wasn't like I thought Yale got a shitty whistle. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like we had the MEAC refs on the game, and they got Howard to overtime. But hey, I guess we were able to win, so we'll take it.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah, that was, dude. I was like, what's going on? Like during that run. I'm just glad that my phone was charging upstairs. Because I was sitting there saying, what the fuck? Like just trying to ask me important questions, showing me my new baby's crib. Saying, you don't seem like it. You don't seem like you like it, Colby. Yeah, I don't like it right now because Yale can't stop fucking Howard's offense. All right. That's what I think of this fucking crib. All right. Anyway, nice call on UNC Asheville against Upstate. They destroyed South Carolina Upstate by like 20. I don't even know what the final score was. They were like a 30-point win. 30-point win. Something like that. Asheville starting to look like that team that went dancing last year, right?
A little bit. They've been playing better. Last 5 games, definitely playing a lot better.
Well, I'm going to talk a little shit to a couple of you guys. You, Noah, maybe even the chat. I came into yesterday thinking George Mason was a potential lock. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to blame this on the computer store trip because I felt good about it. I thought they were too athletic, and I thought they were too good defensively for LaSalle. Not even athletic, height. I thought they had a height advantage there. George Mason 77, LaSalle 62. How about Tony Skinn doing the damn thing? What'd you make of this game?
I was frustrated because I had LaSalle. They dominated the first half, and then they couldn't throw it in the ocean in the second half. And for some reason, as good a coach as Fran Dunphy is, he refused to call timeout. I don't know what his deal was tonight. Great win, George Mason. I thought LaSalle was going to get them.
Yeah. Sway McThunder agrees with me. We were both going to bet George Mason. I'm going to blame it on you guys. All right.
Fran Dunphy, baby.
I didn't jump in for this pick. Mac did. I wanted to add analysis on this game, though, because you quote tweeted a tweet that you found out there that said George Mason's off to like one of their best starts in history.
Yeah.
This is a first-year head coach. What was Kim English doing the entire time, eh?
Oh, I had my opinions on. Look, Kim English, I don't want to shit on him too much because I thought he brought in Dave Paulson did not have a very talented team. Like Dave Paulson, I actually think is a good basketball coach, but he struggled recruiting. They were trying to play small ball. They did not have a lot of athleticism, but when they made the switch to Kim English instantly brought in athleticism. Now, I thought he underperformed as a head coach at George Mason. I thought he could have been better. I thought they lost every big game for the most part. And Tony Skinn is getting some of I think Tony Skinn also, he went out in the portal and brought in some talent, but I also think he got a couple guys from the English regime, and they're running away with shit. So
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. Start your football program, you filthy fucking losers. Anyway, I am disappointed that I didn't bet that game.
I just wanted to come in and say that because I still am seeing it might slow down now, unfortunately, with Hopkins getting hurt for Providence, but Providence was hyped up this season. Like,
well,
I just
since
didn't
we're
get
bringing that up, if you listen to the SGP show, I was pretty bullish on Seton Hall, and I felt like you guys were going to join me. So yeah, this is where I just the whole episode I'm just going to shit on you guys because I felt good. I felt good about Seton Hall, and I know this is an excuse. I felt pretty good about Seton Hall today. I know the injury happened, but they were still up 7 when the injury happened. But they have a winning record against Providence over the past 2 years, and I just thought that line was too much. I wasn't 100% sure they would win the game, but I just thought this is going to be a little bit of a rock fight here. What'd you make of that game, Mac?
Yeah, no, I had Providence. I was just going with the dunk. I thought that they could get back because they got embarrassed last year at the dunk. But Shaheen Holloway, they have Providence's number, and they didn't really score. They do struggle to score, but yeah, I mean, you gotta give Seton Hall a lot of credit. They took the fight to Providence. Sucks for Providence, man. I mean, you're gonna lose Bryce Hopkins for at least time, maybe for the year.
Shaheen Holloway. If I had to wish a national championship on a coach that had not won a national championship yet, I like Shaheen Holloway.
He's in the top 5.
I want to play for. I mean, I'm not any good, but I'm saying I would want to play for Shaheen Holloway.
If you can play defense, he'll take you. He doesn't need your offense.
He would be like, "Get the fuck out of
He'll
here."
use
He's
your
like, Dundee, fucking serve some waters for the fucking team. But you get my point. I like Shaheen Holloway. He's one of my favorite coaches out there, and I'm hoping for a ton of success for him. So
me too. There's a crazy stat out there. In the last 50 home games for Providence, I told Colby about this pre-show. Seton Hall is 2-1 at Providence. Everybody else is 1-44.
Yeah.
It's just
crazy.
insane.
It's crazy. It makes no sense. Why does Seton Hall own them there?
So it's kind of like an old school rivalry. What, Patino, when he was back at Providence back in the day, Carlissimo. I think they intersected maybe a year or two. I don't remember.
It's a Jersey, Boston area kind of New England rivalry. Philly, New York. Like I was telling Noah about that one night. Those fucking Northeast cities areas hate each other.
Yeah, that's true, and it's great for the sport, and it's great for any sport. Look, Keith Landry saying Shaheen Holloway or Tony Skinn. That's tough. I am big fans of both. I know Shaheen Holloway's personality a little more than I do Tony Skinn's because of that magical March Madness run. But I'm big fans of both. I would want to see both succeed. I would love for both to win a lot of games. My only thing is I don't want Tony Skinn to be so successful that he leaves George Mason because I think he might. Yeah. I think he might if that and you couldn't even blame him. You know what I mean? The team doesn't even have their own fucking football program. But if he does well, some other school, Maryland, Georgetown, maybe, might pull the, might go out and get him big bucks. But I'm a big fan.
Tony Skinn's paid his dues too. I mean, he started as an assistant at Louisiana Tech, then worked his way up Seton Hall, and then went with Maryland with Kevin Willard. So obviously he played for Larinaga. So he's got good coaches around him.
I was just about to pop in for Colby and say, I don't know if he might not want to take his guy Kevin Willard's job at Maryland. And Georgetown, they're going to ride out Cooley for a couple of years. So if he upgrades, I don't think it's going to be in those two.
I was a skeptic of the Willard hire from the start. From the start.
He's going to stick around every year.
Sense to me.
I don't think they're going to
against him personally, but it just didn't make any sense to me.
I don't think they're going to part with Willard like after just one bad year, but also like I'm just meaning like Skinn. I don't know if he's going to be hesitant or not because I mean he was literally on Willard's staff. So
yeah,
that's Maryland's not that bad this year. They had just won 8 out of 9 before they lost to Purdue.
I don't think they're going to be very good though. Like that offense seems rough too.
But
it is to be
they're going to have a winning record. They're not going to tank.
Yeah. Tony Skin's doing a great fucking job, and we wish success for Tony Skin. I remember him as a player. I was a big fan of the way he played. I love, he was a hardcore defensive guard. I love that. So
I know Colby doesn't want it to happen, but I'm just trying to think of like another landing spot in that DMV Virginia area that he's
not going to the fucking Colonials. All right. George Mason's a better job than George
I don't
Washington.
think that's another step up. No, that's not what I was saying. I was just mapping it out in my mind. Like Mike Young's okay at Virginia Tech.
The chat was saying that.
Oh, Mike Young's okay at Virginia Tech. Virginia's probably got other options.
No, the Mike Young one.
Tree.
The Mike Young one, in my opinion, and I think he's a good basketball coach. I
think so too. Yeah, I think he's okay. Like
he's stale as shit when it comes to recruiting. Virginia Tech can do better.
Well, and I mean, it could be Virginia Tech, but you just think of the other top schools and high major schools around it. Virginia's probably got other options in the Tony Bennett tree. West Virginia's already probably got their couple of names.
I was just about to say, what happens of West Virginia? I know it's Max Boy, and I don't wish unemployment on anybody.
Well, I'm just saying, like they've got other options from the Huggins tree
except NC State. Yeah.
Skin's got to do longer than a year.
Well, I mean, if he made it, what if we went to the Sweet 16 this year?
Oh, that'd be different, but I mean, that's a lot of wins between now and then.
I know. I'm just saying, if he had a big run.
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen.
We've seen it before.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. No, we're talking about Shaheen Holloway and fucking Tony Skin being great. Get out there, folks. Go support George Mason basketball and tell them to start their fucking football program. All right, back to recapping us having kind of a fire night. Yeah. Longwood lost in overtime. I didn't bet this game, but I did have Longwood +3. Good game. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, this was a great game. This is what the Big South's going to be. It's just a total shit show. So good game.
Did not lock this, but Evansville did cover against Indiana State. Well, what'd you get your number at?
14.
So it was a push for you. I got it at 15. I mean, I still didn't bet it, so I can't really talk shit. But
they were up 25 with 5 minutes left, and they completely collapsed.
Little brother angle, man. In state.
Fuck Evansville. They suck. Their record's so padded.
Me and Mac did have a double lock on the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State against Mercer. Straight cash. Boom. And I'm going to continue to talk shit. I asked specifically you on this very show. I was prepared to bet on UMass. I did not buy into Duquesne. I thought they were decent, but it's nothing special. I thought UMass was the better team. And you said, no, let's not bet this. But let's take UMass. I said, all right, well, Frank Martin, you've been in his fucking house and shit. You know what I mean? All right. What'd you make of this one, man? UMass wins by 19 or 20?
Well, it was a tight game, and they just completely opened it up at the end of the game. So great win, UMass. They're fucking good. 10-3 at 1-0. I mean, they got Dayton on Sunday. That's going to be a hell of a test. I'm looking forward to that one.
That is going to be great, and we'll talk about that in a second. The line we thought smelled with Charleston Southern. I do think that line smelled, but sometimes you dive into the stink. We did not. Because Presbyterian drilled Charleston Southern 68-61. The Blue Hose, they might just, I know they should win this game, but they are 8-7 right now. They might need a game ball just for being fucking 8-7, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's like unbelievable first or start to their season here. All right, here's a play we were both on. Whoa. And I know your parlay of the Rams.
The early Rams.
Yeah, the early Rams.
VCU butchered
the
fucking
early
thing.
Rams.
Yeah.
Fordham. We rode Fordham with the points and the money line. It was sweaty as all could be. This game.
Yeah. What a
Nothing
game.
was easy. Nothing was easy in this game. 119-113. Fordham wins in triple overtime. Whew.
Probably the game of the night.
I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette just for that one. Game of the night for sure.
It's a fucking revolutionary, whatever the fuck their goddamn mascot covered in triple overtime. I was going to break my TV. Thank God. Fordham, man, that was back and forth. Good game, good win for Fordham on the road. They don't get good crowds there, man.
Well, I mean, come on. DC used to be a sports city.
Yeah.
They destroyed it with the Bullets, changing their name to the racist fucking Grand Wizards. All right. Then they got rid of, the irony is they deemed the Redskins was racist, even though maybe in 1910 it was racist, but the fucking logo was made by fucking Native Americans. But then they said, okay, that's racist. Let's change it to the Commanders. Lame as fuck. And then they changed the Colonials. They changed they destroyed that city's soul from a sports perspective. Just took the whole city and fucking ruined it. And then they brought in the Walgreens Washington Nationals. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. They destroyed that whole city. Don't get me started. I could do an hour long. I could
Curly
do a seminar.
W, not Walgreens. Don't disrespect the Curly W. Not Walgreens.
No, it looks like you fucking work at Walgreens. All right, get the fuck out of here. All right, you could have brought back the Senators. They played there. All right, you could have brought back the Senators. They didn't have the courage. They didn't have the fucking courage or the cojones. But yet they can name the Wizards, the Grand Wizards. David Stern's behind it all. All right, he's saying let's do it as the Wizards. Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Anyway, Loyola Chicago, St. Louis. We hit this one. This was one that we said don't bet, but we did say take the Ramblers. Take the Ramblers.
I think I said Billikens, but I said do not bet this game.
Oh, I took the Ramblers. I took the Ramblers. So
over my dead body was I bet on either of these two teams in a matchup.
I think this is one where it depends where you got the number. So last night we called this at 17. So to honor last night's show, Matt got this right. I got this wrong. But this morning when I was putting in my picks, Chicago State was getting 19. I think it closed at 19.5. So it would have hit.
Yeah.
I got it at flat 19 as a push. Didn't bet the game. You called it on the show as a win. We'll give you the fucking win there.
Whew.
Oklahoma State, Chicago State.
Yeah, good thing I bet this last night. Locked it up. OK State, barely. They blew a 25-point lead, too. It was them and Indiana State next to each other. I was like, oh, this is why I hate favorites.
Yeah. And what? Yeah, I mean, they kind of got their ass whooped from the start.
They were playing it back-to-back. Like, you can only do so much.
Yeah. Radford's was our worst play maybe of the night.
They never had I thought they're still banged up, but like they got dominated. High Point's fucking rolling, man. They deserve a game ball. They deserve a fucking game ball with the way they're playing.
Dude, they are gonna be. I was thinking about this. They're gonna win the Big South.
Maybe we'll see when Radford gets all their guys back, but yeah. But yeah, Alan Haas, I mean, he's doing a great job there.
I just
this
thought
first year.
I know, and they look talented, man. They look like a team that could win a fucking tournament game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good. Pay attention to High Point. I tried to bring you guys in on this. Noah stayed behind the scenes. Didn't have the courage to press the add to stage button. You know what I mean? You didn't. Virginia 77, Louisville 53. This was easy fucking money. I'm playing. Where's my theme music? Let's go.
Get the fuck out of this game.
Let's go.
I thought Louisville was going to backdoor your ass for a minute there. I go, oh God, here we go.
Let's fucking go. That was easy money. I mean, Louisville's terrible. Nice call on Florida State, though. I mean, didn't bet this game, but I took the Ramblin' Wreck. Florida State 82, Georgia Tech 71.
They played like a team that was desperate.
Yeah. Then you won a lock battle against me, you two-timing piece of shit.
Ram it.
Oh, yes. Rhode Island 78, St. Joe's 74. St. Joe's blew what was the 7-point halftime lead, some shit like that.
They're better. They're getting better.
And I will credit you here. You talked me off Loyola, Maryland. We forgot Colgate's in conference play.
We should have bet Colgate.
Dude, we need to bet Colgate this has been a formula of ours for at least last year. I think it was the year before too, where Colgate playing in the regular season.
It's incredible.
Once they enter the Patriot League play, they fuck up every team they play. It's like
no
Vermont.
Sense.
Yes. It is like the biggest cash cow. What's up, Noah?
Now you go back and think about the preseason when it was like Colgate minus 220 to win the Patriot League. You're like, why the fuck am I betting? That's why. And this is why right here. That was a nice little conference future parlay piece if you did it.
I'm so pissed I did not bet this because before we know it, they're going to be like a 17, 18, 19 point favorite. They were only 11.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have hopped on that. That was a miss by us.
Yeah. This was not a miss by us. Scarlet Knights plus 9.5. Get the fuck out of here. Now I did sprinkle the money line, so I didn't win as much as I could have, but I still won money. Let's go. What'd you make of this one?
Typical Rutgers, back against the wall, fight to the end. Ohio State, I mean, they're playing good basketball. You got to give them credit. What, they're 12-2 or whatever. I don't know how good really they are. But they find ways to win, unlike last year where they kept finding ways to lose.
Yeah. I told you I did a deep dive on Navy in Boston. Navy minus 1.5 is what it closed at. I think it was 2 on the show last night, right?
It was 2 or 2.5.
2.5. Okay.
Booksmakers had this one right on.
Yeah. It closed at 1.5. I mean, we didn't lock this. Depends on what you got this fucking thing at. But
no.
I think, yeah, I did a deep dive on it. I thought Navy would win the game. Now, last night, if it was 2.5, I don't recall, but if it was, which it could have been, then that would have been a horrible pick by me. We didn't lock this, but I'm just saying, I did think Navy would win the game based on the dive that I did. And sometimes you got to dive a little bit. Lafayette Army. You locked this, didn't you?
Lafayette, baby.
I was on it. I didn't have the courage to lock it like you crazy bastard.
1-12 laying points.
The Leopards get it done.
What was the final score? Like 53-49 or some shit?
52-47.
Oh,
52-47.
I knew
beautiful.
It was close.
Absolutely beautiful. We're going to recap some more. But first, I want to tell you folks out there that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college football. And you damn well better believe they got college hoops. Simply pick higher or lower in your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash the fuck in, people. What are you doing? All right. Noah Bieniek's over there just writing up articles like he's fucking the guy in the Beautiful Mind. He's writing on his window of his fucking house. You know what I mean? Just dialing up shit. Take this guy over 12 rebounds, higher than 12 boards, lower than 3 assists. His parents are looking at him like he's fucking on angel dust. What are you doing, Noah? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Today, another 2. I keep going 2-1 on the fucking underdog article. I just don't know how to go 3-0, but we're hitting at like 64% over there. For today, though, I'm going to take you to Graham Ike points for Gonzaga. I'm taking the lower. I think coming off of the loss at home to Arizona, or to not Arizona, to San Diego State, I think Gonzaga is going to come out and stomp Pepperdine. And frankly, I think this is one of those games where Gonzaga doesn't need to play their starters for 30 minutes like usual. So give me EKs lower than 15.5 points here. I just think it's a team effort. They blow out Fullerton, and he comes in slightly under.
Oh,
For two other picks, check out sportsgamblingpodcast.com, doing daily underdog fantasy college basketball pick'em articles.
Good
there
plug.
you go, folks. Check it out. SGPN app's free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. But Underdog Fantasy really offers a lot of great stuff that I don't think you can find elsewhere. The college football 4-team playoff invitational happened this past weekend. I was on fire with my underdog plays. Quinn Ewers over 288 yards passing. Michael Penix over 313. I also had Jatavian Sanders, the Texas tight end, who's a fucking stud. And I had the under on Dylan Johnson, and I had the over on CJ Baxter. It was just, I was kicking ass. I want to say, and then even in the Michigan Bama game, I had who was it? I think it was Milroe over a half turnover that hit. And I mean, it was just, I was on fire. It was like 7. I think I went 7 of 8 on my plays on Underdog. So check out that, folks. They really do a great job. I think they cover it better than anything else, especially when it comes to college sports. So get over there, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. Once again, that's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by the Hockey Gambling Podcast. Yes, that's the National Hockey League, the NHL. All right, we're giving away an NHL Hockey Gambling Podcast hoodie. Perfect for your, for the winter seasons. You're out there on the fucking ice, the frozen ponds. You're running around town, working on your fucking slap shot. All right, you're gonna look a little bit better in a brand new sweatshirt. All right, brand new sweatshirt. So all you got to do is check out the Hockey Gambling Podcast YouTube channel. And go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/HGP to enter. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/HGP to enter. And you're going to enter yourself in a sweepstakes to win a brand new sweatshirt. I mean, come on. What are we doing here, folks? You're sitting your fat ass down wherever you are in the world. You can get free shit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of outlets for free stuff out there. And this is one of the best. It's the winter too. If it was the summer, you'd be like, maybe I'll pass. It's the winter. Get yourself a nice hoodie. Go out, meet old Samantha at the bar wearing a nice hoodie. I'm telling you, good things are going to happen. Check out those shirts, by the way. We got Pick Dundee t-shirts. And yeah, let's go. Check out SGPN, the app. You can get access to all of our. We even have a fucking dog bowl in there. All right. I was down in Columbia. My wife, we brought some gear to my wife's family. Hanging out with some family. Showed them we even have a fucking dog bowl. Unbelievable. They thought I was fucking Bill Gates. Oh no, Bill Gates pre-Epstein. Pre-Epstein Island. You know what I mean? All right.
You mean Jimmy
anyway.
Kimmel?
Yeah.
What a fucking
exactly.
bitch that guy is. I'm gonna sue you. Shut the fuck up.
Sue you. Yeah. What is that? Couldn't have said, hey, next time I see you,
I'm gonna knock you out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're only talking to Aaron Rodgers. Maybe, like I could understand it if it was Reggie White. You say, I'll sue you, motherfucker. You know? But if it's Aaron Rodgers, come on. It doesn't take much.
It's just the irony of somebody that says a bunch of shit about other people, and then you say one thing about him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue your ass."
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up, you little bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope he sees this. Sue my ass, motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, I whose net worth is higher too? I wonder that'd be a fun little litigation there, right? Just seeing, because Aaron Rodgers is worth a shit ton of money. But yeah, come on, you could take down Aaron Rodgers in a fight, probably.
Yeah.
I think that's 50-50. Who would you lean had they get in a fight?
Rodgers, definitely Rodgers. After saying he's gonna sue him, I don't know if I'd fucking take Kimmel against my lamp over there.
But my problem is Aaron Rodgers. See, I have a love-hate relationship there because he was always such a pussy when it came to running into a touchdown. I can remember the NFC Championship. All he had to do was run like 4 yards, and instead he throws it. And I'm like, what are you doing, you fucking pussy? Just run it in. So, I mean, I'm kind of all over the place. Like, he kind of drives me crazy as a quarterback because he's got a fucking rocket arm, but like, he plays the game like a pussy, in my opinion. But then you have Jimmy Kimmel, who I don't even know how he got famous. I don't know. Fucking, but yeah, I don't know. But I've definitely, I used to live really close to the Jimmy Kimmel show, and I had a roommate that worked on it. So I would get free drinks all the time at Jimmy Kimmel's show. I never met him. I did meet some other people. Met Ice Cube. Very, very nice guy. Met some others. Dennis Leary was cool. But I drank a shit ton of Jimmy Kimmel's booze. Shit ton of his booze. So in a way, I'm indebted to Jimmy Kimmel in a way, his show, because I drank probably probably a couple $1,000 worth of his booze. But yeah, anyway, I'll go Rodgers minus 110. Rodgers minus 110 because he's a professional athlete.
He'd beat his ass with his torn Achilles.
just because Kimmel said, I'll sue you. You know what I mean?
It's one of the softest things I've ever seen.
That's normally a move. Damn. That's a move you say when you can't fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't fight, but I still think if it was Aaron Rodgers, I'd say, I'll fuck you up. Now, like I didn't even
think it was that bad what he said. I was like, what? You're going to sue him over that?
But if it was, obviously if I'm sitting there talking to Shaq or something, I'd be like, I'll sue you. Fucking Shaq Fu motherfucker. I will sue you. You know what I mean? That's how you know. Normally when you say, I sue you, I'll sue you, that means you can't handle shit. So anyway, yeah. Where the hell were we? We're recapping college hoops. This will be a 3-hour episode. Appreciate you listening out there. But next up, we had Western Carolina. Go Cats. We were on this one. We should have hit this one. 80-71. Western Carolina beats the Citadel. Why didn't we bet this one again?
We said it stunk. We stayed away.
Still should have bet it though. Holy Cross sucks. Why do we bet on Holy Cross?
This was a Super Bowl for the coach, Dave Paulson, and they came out hot. I mean, they came out and punched Bucknell in the face, and then it was kind of reality set, and they sucked. They really are bad.
Yeah, they fell apart like a house of cards after the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was bad.
I've watched them way too much over the years, mainly because they play Lehigh, and we put Lehigh on the TV often.
Because of Sean.
Yeah, and I know they never have any talent.
Last year, they were somewhat of a cash cow for me. I was betting them a couple of times.
You loved them. You loved them last year.
I bet them like 3 or 4 times a month last year. They were rolling.
Yeah.
But not as good this year. Definitely not.
Okay, this next one, I feel sorry for people that don't follow us on the interwebs, on Twitter, because I changed my lock. Once we found out that Furman was without 54 points of their production. Yes, 3 of Furman's best players were out for the game against Greensboro. The books had not adjusted. There were a couple books that did adjust. But if you follow me on Twitter at the Colby D, I tweeted this out. Let's flip our pick. Let's bet the shit out of Greensboro, because I had already put money on Furman. So I had to bet even more money on Greensboro to make sure I made money. Yeah. Greensboro 79, Furman 68. Did you bet? I know we were both on Furman.
I stayed away. Away. Yep.
Shout out to Yang How. I think the Z is silent. Yang How. Appreciate you hooking us up with $20. Appreciate you, Yang. But yeah, so I bet the hell out of that. I'm surprised you didn't bet that because when I saw them have all those players out, I was like, fuck that. We're going. Greensboro's too good of a program. You can't have that many players out. But
Greensboro was injured too. That's why I was like, I'm staying away.
Still, not 54 points injured.
Everybody's
not
injured.
54 points injured.
Yeah.
I loaded up. I'm playing my music because if you fucking find me on Twitter, I tweeted that shit out. All right, let's go. And the easiest bet of the night. And I'm disappointed that I did not give this away on Hoops Peterson because he did hot potato me with 1 minute left saying, give me some other plays you like. I should have said this one, but I was not expecting him to hot potato me there. My favorite play of the whole fucking night, probably, or at least among the top 2 or 3, was Dayton. Get this Davidson bullshit out of here. Every time they play them, I want to say I've hit 6 straight bets on this shit. Dayton 72, Davidson 59. This is just. I get it. Davidson's a good program. They should be proud of their program. They just don't have the guys. All right. They just don't have the guys. This would be like me fighting Shaq. I have a fucking fruit fly here trying to come for me. But this was a pretty easy handicap.
In a row. They've beat them 8 in a row. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You swayed me. I appreciate it on this one because I was going to stay away, and then you laid it out. I go, you're right. So I bet Dayton. So good win.
Dude, they're a bad matchup. Like Davidson's the type of team that's going to be doing all this. They're going to do everything right that they can based on their talent. But Dayton has guys that are going to block every shot. They're going to question, they're going to make you earn every second of that. And it's just a really bad matchup. As Clark goes, too many white guys.
Let's see it.
Might be onto something. Might be on
between the lines.
I was trying to be, as a fellow white guy, I was trying to be like, well, they press, they couldn't get past it. Well, you said it a lot better. What movie is that? That's Dirty Work with Norm Macdonald, where he's explaining that his mom, that they're stepbrothers. They didn't know that they were stepbrothers. And he's trying to explain, like the patient goes, "You guys are brothers?" He's like, "Well, it's different." He's like, "My dad boned his mom." All right, that's essentially what what happened there. Shout out if you haven't seen Dirty Work, go see Dirty Work. Lehigh got drilled by American. We should have bet American.
Yeah.
Felt good about that. Our best play of the night, maybe. Might have been VMI because they almost won on the money line.
Yes.
87-85 in overtime against Watford. We were getting 15.5 points.
Lost at the buzzer. It was even close.
Yeah. I mean,
they actually led for like 30 minutes. I thought they were going to win. I'm with you.
Yeah. Next up, Marshall did drill ULM. I know we didn't bet that, but you took Marshall. I took ULM plus whatever that number was. And then where's Noah? Get Noah over here.
Where's Bieniek?
Buddy, I'm going to play some music for you. Noah with the lock battle win with the Stanford Bulldogs against Chattanooga. I felt all right at halftime, only down 3. But over the long haul, Stanford got it done, 89-74. I lost both lock battles here. And as far as I'm concerned, you guys can both die in a forest fire. All right. Your thoughts, Bieniek?
Yeah. So on my TikTok, I give out a couple of my favorite plays each day. I even pointed this one out. I didn't do it on the show, unfortunately, but Stanford has the 7th most bench production in the country this year. So I knew that kind of their depth was much better than Chattanooga's as well. And Chattanooga had just played a game like 2 days prior. So I kind of figured that the second half they would pull away here. And also on my angle, it was the 3-point line. They shot 50% from 3 and they hit 17 of them. I think if you're hitting 17 threes, you have a good chance of winning. And they were able to pull away in the second half. Chattanooga has a nice duo though in the backcourt in Honor Huff, and I think it was who am I thinking of? Just two guys were smoking Stanford early.
Yes.
I can't think of this.
I'm going to go ahead and say. Wait, you said guard though? You said forward.
Yeah, two guards, small guys, just lighting it up.
McCray.
No, Bonham for Chattanooga. McCray for Stanford. Yes, he was lights out.
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying Stanford.
McCray was 6 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, I was.
He was money.
Consuming. Yeah.
Well, so I had I counted. I had like 12 bets during the 7 o'clock window, and they put this one at 7:30. So I was sweating out the last of the 7 o'clock and missed the second half run. What happened? Did Stanford just press him and run away with it? Because honestly, like, Chattanooga punched them in the mouth to start, and then I know it was like tied at half, and then Stanford got away.
Stanford couldn't miss, dude. Like,
that's what I was about to say. It was like,
they had everything going. It was Chattanooga just couldn't adjust and get a couple of stops.
Stanford shot 50% from 3, 17 of 34 from 3.
Yeah.
No, that's
getting it done.
Yeah.
We also I don't know. I think you locked this with me.
Which game?
North Dakota.
Yeah.
I'm never taking them again. I'm out on them.
And fuck the Summit League Network. It's a pain in the ass to find. It like couldn't even find this game, and it's just like fuck them. And fuck North Dakota State too. Fuck all the North Dakotas right now.
And Cameron Hurt's right here in the chat. Trey Bonham for Chattanooga, the Florida transfer. That's who I wanted to shout out because he and his backcourt duo Honor Off, who I think was a Missouri transfer.
I misread that. I thought you were talking about Samford's backcourt.
No, you're good. I think their backcourt is an SEC backcourt at Chattanooga. They just lack depth, and their defense, they couldn't defend the 3-point line going into the game. That's why I took it. But I came out very impressed by those two. It's just they kind of ran out of gas in the second half.
He wants to talk about Stanford all night. Don't worry, no. You can talk about
No,
Stanford
I just wanted to crowbar Florida in there because I knew the name Bonham. I just couldn't think of him.
North Dakota sucks. Northern Colorado wins by 10. Glad we didn't bet on North. What's happening to this Northern Arizona team? The Omaha Mavericks.
Fucked up.
What? Where are Omaha Maverick fans at? Because maybe they've turned a corner. We didn't bet that game, but I tried to get you to bet this one, buddy. Eastern Washington. They flew. The Eagles were flying all day. Get the fuck out of here with the South Dakota bullshit. This was the easiest fucking money. South Dakota's not any good. The program's not any good. E-Dub is a real legit program. Why didn't you take this, buddy?
I bought into the home team, and E-Dub had been rolling. I'm like, this is a weird spot in that challenge. I didn't bet South Dakota at least, so that's good. Coyotes aren't very good.
Yeah. Well, this one we had to wait. That was the synopsis from last night. Even though I believe Wooga Poplar did not play, at least the part most of the game that I was watching. He didn't actually. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But once I found out Nigel Pack was playing, I rolled the dice with the Miami Hurricanes and Bernie Lomax. Get this Clemson bullshit out of here. All right, Miami's legit. I love Mac, but he's a hater on fucking Miami. All right, this team's going deep in March again. All right, I'm going to South Beach. Let's go. What'd you make of this one, buddy?
No, I mean, they were great tonight. When they make all their jump shots, and they're hard to beat down there in the old folks' home, the other old folks' home with Larinaga running the mob down there. They got a good little thing down there. It's like it's not the best like home court, but they're really good at home.
This is the reverse.
Yeah,
one of the things.
The football field doesn't get any fans because it's an hour away from campus, but the basketball actually shows up kind of well.
Well, no. This is also the reverse too. It's sleepy. You don't look forward to it. You don't think of it as like this is like NC Nick saying like a game at Boston College. Boston College will upset one team a year almost, or flat out in football, because no one's looking forward to it. So you're just like, I'm gonna go up there and play. And then next thing you know, you find yourself in a fucking game. It kind of works that way down there in South Florida there with Bernie Lomax, aka Jimmy Larinaga.
He's good. He's good down there. I'll be on Wake on Saturday.
He's dying hard on this shit. You know what I mean?
They made every fucking shot today. They scored like 65.
They went to the Final Four last year.
That's what they do.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They didn't do that shit in Kentucky. They got fucking ran the fuck out of the building.
Yeah,
Kentucky's a much better
that's
team than
Rupp,
Wake.
though. You know, you say it
Beat
yourself.
by
You hit the
30
road,
against
you
Colorado.
lose. Yeah, hit the road, you lose. They also have good wins. They beat the piss out of your little Kansas State Wildcats.
So
that had no players left.
So in replacement of Poplar today was freshman Kaishan George. He was 4 for 4 from 3 in the first half, just absolutely wet. And they were trailing in the first half, and they were money from 3. So what, Colby joking around with Larinaga, but he's a fucking solid coach, and Colby believes it too. I'm just saying, like, they made some adjustments at halftime. They got PJ Hall in the foul trouble. They actually fouled him out in the second half. He picked up 3 fouls in 14 minutes in the second half. Yeah, and Norshad O'Meara dominated down low. Yeah. And he has that ability to take over games. They drained 45% of their threes too today. So 60 points in the second half, and they didn't shoot many threes in the second.
I was about to say, they also have this thing. If we're calling a spade, we can go back to the conversation we had a few minutes ago.
Athletes,
you know, a lot of whites on the Clemson Tigers. Now I think Clemson's a good team.
Yeah,
I think they're really good.
I think they're a good team. I really think this is probably their best team since fucking Greg Buckner. But at the same time, they
remember that Sweet 16 team a couple years ago. That was a good little team that they had.
Yeah, Sweet 16 or 32. 32?
By the way, did you guys
Rutgers? Yeah.
Did you guys watch this game? Like, did you have volume on this game? Did you watch it?
I did the quad box. I'm at home, so yeah.
So this was on the 4-letter network, like the main channel on ESPN. It was
awful.
And so the microphone, like their microphones, Billis and whoever he's doing the game with, are so Miami's court. The press row is right next to, or it's at the same sideline as the coaches. So you could hear Brad Barnell screaming at his team the entire game. Yeah, and there was one possession where he just drops, what the fuck? Like just like 4 or 5 cuss words in a sentence. And ESPN, like Billis and his partner just didn't talk. Like they didn't know what to do. And probably not talking during that time is not the right move, because then we can hear everything. It was absolutely hilarious.
It's true, but you're not expecting that. Jay Billis, friend of the program, been on the show a couple of times. I'm not gonna bury my guy Jay Billis, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, you're not expecting necessarily
bullshit on ESPN's part.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's Miami's setup. That's bullshit on Miami.
I mean, I personally think if they had us announcing the games, we would have been able to handle that. I would have been able to handle that.
We would have
been
at the same time swearing over him. Yeah.
At the same time, Jay's a lawyer. I'm a fucking guy drinking cocktails all day. You know what I mean?
Michael Gibbs says leaving Jay Billis speechless.
I said, yeah, Brunel, get his fucking lazy ass out of the game. Let's go.
Jay Billis is a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy.
I'm not ripping on him. I'm just saying, staying silent while the coach is losing his mind at the refs and swearing at him in multiple sentences. Like, you should probably be talking over that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And look, I grew up the biggest Duke hater, still to this day, actually. But so I had every inkling there to dislike him. But nice guy. He's a fucking nice guy. I can't, Heard the same about O.J. Simpson. Not to say that Jay Billis has killed his wife, but I'm just saying, O.J. Simpson. I've heard great stories of O.J. Simpson being a nice guy.
Multiple time guest. Last year we had him on for March Madness. We looked at
O.J. Simpson
again. No, you were talking about Billis. Oh. You mentioned.
I wouldn't rule it out. If O.J. hit me up, I'd consider.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I mean,
OJ's a huge headline. Just go. Yeah.
Well, and like he was proven innocent in the court of law. You know what I mean? For one of his crimes. I mean, he created some others, but I'm just saying.
Gloves got to fit.
Yeah, you must have quit. So, I'm not fucking with you, man. I've heard multiple stories of friends of mine that have ran into OJ Simpson. Won his college football campus tour, and had great stories about OJ Simpson. It's just, I'm sure, after, it's different when you mess with a man's squirrel. You know what I mean? Like things change. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, moving along. Bradley 86, Valpo 61. He was great in Naked Gun also. This was a blowout. You were right on this. I took Valpo. I didn't bet this, but Valpo plus, I think, 11? I think I took, or 10, something like that. Didn't hit. Yeah. How do you feel about this Bradley team?
They'll be good in league play. Good culture.
Yeah. Yeah. Montana, North Dakota State. You bet North Dakota State when you thought the line stunk, and I understand why you bet it, but I didn't bet it because I just thought Montana's a way better team, and I think they are.
They are, and the Bison did not show up at home. They got punched in the mouth. Never again.
I bet, and you bet Villanova -6 or 5.5, whatever the fuck it was.
They should have lost.
Well, it would be nice to know that Justin Moore. Hey, what the hell's going on? Justin Moore's in load management. What the fuck's going on here?
I don't know.
This is
He's
multiple
been out
games.
since like December 8th or whatever.
But they didn't announce like an injury. He's just a game time decision every fucking game.
Yeah, something weird's going on there. Something weird. Like I know there's an actual injury, but he should not be out this long.
Yeah. And then okay, I need some fucking music for this one, or some type of clip here because. Okay, I gotta just cue up something.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
I hate NC State. They are the biggest pieces of shit on the face of the planet. No one good has ever. I'm sorry if you thought the 30 for 30 was touching on Jimmy V. They're an institution of failures. They're fucking losers. No one ever has been cool out of NC State ever. Phillip Rivers can sit there with his 37 fucking kids. All right. Get the fuck out of here. You never won a big playoff game. You sidearm throwing piece of shit. All right. All of NC State sucks. All right. I don't give a shit how many fucking knee surgeries Tom Gugliotta fucking had. They all suck. Rodney Monroe, all of them. All of them. They're a fucking failure to the fucking United States of America. We should abort them to another. We should trade them. We should trade them for some fucking anything. Wheat. We'll take a boatload of fucking wheat for fucking NC State. Get this shitty fucking institution off of American soil. They are fucking terrible. They're fucking terrible. I'm so sick of watching this fucking team. In football and basketball, they fucking are just disappointments. They're terrible to anything out there in sports. And really, like, we should have a fucking Senate meeting over what they provide good to the fucking United States of America. That's all I'm saying. Get rid of this fucking team. Trade them. This foreign trade. We should open up foreign trade. I'll take the fucking Dolomite old VHL or old beta over did some type of fucking shit here. Give me Debbie Does Dallas. You could send me Debbie Dub Dallas. We could send him NC State. Give me some more heroin out of fucking Afghanistan. Give me something over this bullshit fucking program. Anyway, what are you doing here?
We're not picking this game. We're recapping the game.
Bill Cowher too is an NC State guy. I don't know how the fuck he won a Super Bowl. It's all bullshit. He didn't deserve to win a Super Bowl. Go back and watch that. Go back and watch that Seahawks Steelers Super Bowl. It was a bullshit calls left and right. Seahawks should have won that Super Bowl with those filthy ass uniforms. NC State is a bunch of fucking cowards. They're a bunch of cowards. This is fucking 100% proof. Exhibit number 3,400 million.
When you said it was your favorite play, I said No. I said, I've seen this before. Do not fall for it. They're going to win by 1 or 2.
This has happened twice now this season.
I said, this is going to be your worst
I
nightmare
hate
where
this
they're
institution.
still going to win.
I fucking hate this institution. This institution is the worst. They're just the worst.
He called for his best play of the night, Ole Miss, or against Ole Miss, NC State at Ole Miss. And
They're the fucking worst. We should fucking buy real estate right outside of fucking, what is this stadium? What is there? I don't even, Raleigh, North Carolina, wherever the Carter Finley Stadium, have OJ sit there and just slice up people left and right that go there because they're that fucking terrible. All right. God damn it.
I will say, you mentioned like no 30-30 about this team or program will be good. You said something about that.
Yeah.
I want a 30 for 30 on the baseball team like 2 years ago when the NCAA fucked them in the College World Series.
I'm actually, see, what you didn't realize is I'm on team NCAA here. They deserve to be fucked over. I know the NCAA is terrible in a lot of avenues in pretty much everything they do. The only thing that I back is them fucking over NC State. Never put them in a spot to succeed because they never will. They never will. They deserve failure, and you should get it over now because if you're at that institution, you don't want the possibility of hope. You know.
So I have a question for you. When you were watching this game and you saw that NC State had their hands full, were you then rooting for them to lose?
Of course.
Your bet.
No, you know me. I want them to fucking lose because they all suck, and I wanted NC State to lose outright because they're just a terrible team. Kevin. They've always been just a shitty fucking program that can never grab their nuts and win. They haven't won a fucking ACC championship since they had fucking integration. You know what I mean? Like they're just fucking terrible. They're terrible. They've had so many good fucking players and they just shit the bed every time. They shit the bed every time. They should be way better. You're in Raleigh, fucking North Carolina, with all these fucking great players. You're in North Carolina and Southern Virginia is right there. Hello, Allen Iverson, all these fucking great players, and you suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. Shout out to Tommy B giving us $10. All right,
there we go.
Yeah, appreciate you. There you go. NC State GoFundMe out of the NCAA. There we go. Northern Iowa beat Missouri State. I think you called this one, right?
I did. I almost bet this, but I stayed away.
Dude, you know who was on? Who's approaching NC State level? The Rice Owls.
Oh.
So wait, let me get this straight. I haven't bet on Rice in a long time. Well, no, I bet against them and they fucked me over. And now I take Rice against a kind of a down L. Ron Hunter, Tulane Green Wave team. And the L. Ron Hunter, Battlefield Earth going on over here. They get it done by fucking what? 25 points?
30, yeah.
Yeah. Nice win for the Green Wave. Anyway, moving along. I did hit on this. We had a little lock battle. Tominaga.
I hate that guy.
The legend of Tominaga. He's the fucking greatest. This wasn't even close. Indiana. No. Hey, Indiana, they should consider the NC State plan and just, maybe we should throw them in the trade because they haven't been relevant in a long fucking time. Nebraska 86, Indiana 70. Fred Hoiberg, he's doing this thing, man.
Yeah.
This was easy money. Noah, you should have joined on with me, but you're sitting there scared, running away.
If I knew that Tominaga's family was coming in from Japan to watch this game, I would have bet Nebraska.
How the fuck are you gonna know that? You
I don't
Facebook
know.
Friends with the guy?
How the fuck does it come out after the game? Tell me before the game that the family's gonna be there.
How about you get sanity in there? Because
that was.
How about you grab your fucking balls?
They grab your balls today. IU's lacks the fucking guards. Like that's the issue with this team. I would have bet it. Would have.
Good round.
I was
you're
so
celebrating with your
pissed watching
appetite.
this game.
Bad round. You're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have.
It is a
All
great thing to
he can
have.
do is shoot, and they left him open like 6 times. I'm like, how do you leave him open?
Just-
him.
Don't hate on him. We know your slander. We know your slander from a year ago. All right, where you called him Jackie Chan. All right.
Hey, you're the one that hates rice.
Fair.
Gerg is saying everybody knew before the game. We do the show at 12, 18 hours in advance. I don't know.
You get the edible
show.
back.
Dude, well, let's be honest. That place was kind of lit.
Oh, it was definitely. It's always lit there.
That's what I'm
They need to
saying.
end up
They're-
blows.
It's like their football program. Their football program. They're doing fake sellouts, but their basketball program. It's like, hey, there's nothing to do. Since their football program hasn't been relevant in like a long time. What are you going to do in Nebraska? There's nothing to do. All right. So you go check out this game. I knew the students weren't going to be there, so I thought it was a good handicap. If I may say so myself. Unlike that filthy shit with NC State. Give me Nebraska. They get it done by 16 against those Indiana Hoosiers. Nice call on Sac State. It might have been a little sweaty for you. But you got it done. 67-64 against the Kangaroos. Your thoughts on that outcome?
Yeah, no, I mean they controlled the tempo. They tried to give it away at the end. Good win, Sac State.
Shout out to Gerg who says, "Yo, I love the show." Appreciate you, Gerg. We appreciate you, man. We love you hopping in and saying that. St. Bonaventure. So we lost $100 here, or at least I lost $100 here. VCU got drilled by St. Bonaventure, 89-78.
Never again.
This was a very bad handicap by me.
I was with you. I thought VCU, they got their guys back. I thought they're playing better. St. Bonnie just came in and fucked them up, punched them right in the mouth, and they're staying here. They play at U of R here on University of Richmond on Saturday. Bonnies are good.
I was on Hoops last night. He did definitely ask me about St. Thomas in Idaho. And I took the Tommies, but I was like, man, it's 7. I don't feel that confident. They win by 8. Didn't bet this game, but always fade Idaho hoops. It's a U-Haul thing. Noah, you can come back here.
This fucking game.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Rob.
2-0 in lock battles today.
But
Shout out to
one again.
Shout out to Rob Donaldson, who donated $25, doing his part for an O.J. Simpson guest appearance. Look, all I'm saying.
I wonder what his cameo is. What his cameo price is.
I mean, I would at least I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I kind of think he did it, but I mean, I wasn't there. Were you? I'm not asking Mac or Noah. I'm asking the audience. So, just saying.
What were you doing that
Keep
night?
a fucking open mind, motherfuckers. All right. Anyway, Stanford 59, UCLA 53. Man, they only scored 53 points against.
Do you know?
They had a halftime lead though. I felt all right at halftime.
Do you know what their field goal percentage was for this game?
I did watch the game. I don't know exactly.
Brutal.
I don't know exactly, but I knew that it was not good. I know, especially from 3. I feel like from 3, they made what, like 1,
2,
3. Yeah,
they shot. So they shot 32.7% from the floor.
It's actually better than I thought.
From 3, they were 23%. 3 of 13.
They punched him in the mouth, 10-0. They were playing physical. I mean, they were physical all night. Bona, every time Stanford tried to shoot a layup at the rim, Bona swatted that shit into the third row.
That's not the issue with Cronin. Like, he's going to get the team to play physical. They just have no offensive talent.
Stanford sucks, too. Oh, my God. I couldn't believe we lost this
There
game.
was not one starter from Stanford had double digits.
Hold on. Can you imagine had Stanford beaten Arizona State like a week ago.
Yeah.
3-0.
They lost by like 2 or 3 that game. And they have since beat Arizona and at UCLA. Stanford might win the fucking Pac-12.
And this game actually like proves that they can win games in multiple different facets. They beat Arizona 100-82. And then today against UCLA, they win 59-53 back to back. Like, I think this Cardinal team's impressive.
Is that Condoleezza Rice over there? Or is that Noah Bieniek?
No, I'm just saying, I think this Cardinal team's impressive. Like, they're going to be all right.
He's buying into the Huggers.
Oh, I am. I am.
We should have bet this because we were both on the Jackrabbits plus the points. We didn't take it. This was a fucking fantastic game. Weber State 75, South Dakota State 73. They prevail in Utah. Weber State does. But the Jackrabbits get the cover. I know we got to finish this. I've been Oral Roberts covered against Montana State. I know we were split there. Denver gets the cover against Idaho State in overtime by 13. And then, thank God, the California Golden Bears covered by 1 fucking point against USC. We needed that because the game after that we decided to bet, Fresno State's really bad this year. I actually think Fresno State is by far, and this includes Air Force, I think they're by far the worst team in the Mountain West.
Didn't they just beat somebody? San Diego. They just won at San Diego.
Yeah, but that'd be.
I can't figure them out.
Yeah,
like they're weird.
Yeah,
that was bad handicap. Bad loss. Game balls.
Game ball number 1. Seton, Hall, Shaheen, Holloway. Kudos. I hope it's a big year. I think because last year, I mean, I guess he's got another year, but before he's on the hot seat. But I hope he. That's a huge win. It's a huge win, and I hope he prevails and has a great fucking season there. I've been waiting for them to arrive on the scene because I felt like me and Noah talked about this in the Big East preview. I felt like they should have been a little bit better last year, and I feel like they, based on this thus far this season, they should be a little bit better. I know he's early into that run at Seton Hall as a head coach, but big win here.
I still like my Seton Hall 5th in the Big East pick. I really do. Like, I believe in this team. I think they're going dancing this year.
So behind St. John's?
No.
In front. I had St. John's 6th.
Well, that's wrong. At what point do you admit that? Chat, when do you think he's going to admit that he's wrong about St. John's? Do you want to say I'm going to make the prediction by the end of by February 1st, he will have changed that opinion. What's your first game ball, Mac?
I'll go. Sorry, neighbors. I'm going right down the road. I'm going to go the Bonnies. That's a tough place to play. A-10 opener. Come into the Siegel Center, get it done. That's a big win for the Bonnies.
Yeah, that is a very big win. And I was terrified. I mean, I actually like St. Bonaventure's program. Schmidt does a great job there. They do a great job there. My second game ball, I'm actually going to go to the money line play that we hit. Mainly because the Colonials of George Washington, they were sitting there at 11-2, and everyone was buying into them being good. And this Fordham Ram team went down to Washington D.C. and drilled them in 3 overtimes. But give me the Fordham Rams as my second game ball. Where are you going on your second one?
Let's go to the Big South. Let's go to High Point. High Point's won 8 out of 9. Their only losses to Georgia, Hofstra in overtime, Queens by 2, and Wofford by 1.
I like
They're fucking. They could easily be like 16-0. They're rolling. High Point gets a game ball.
I like it. I think it's a solid play. Nebraska, Tamanaga. Look, some people don't appreciate what we have going here. You know what's great about this too is it's the ultimate. I couldn't imagine coming from Japan to going to Lincoln, Nebraska.
I know.
There's something beautiful about this story. This should be a national storyline here. Cause I could not imagine the culture shock.
My ass.
Yeah. Culture shock going from one to the other, but I like it. I think it's fantastic for the sport. And I like this Nebraska team getting better and better and then becoming a basketball school. So, Nebraska, my final game ball. What are you doing here on your third and final game ball?
I'll go Jimmy Larranaga. That was a good win. Good second half. Dominant second half. Good win for the Hurricanes down there in – I'm drawing a blank on the zip code or the phone number area. 305? 305?
Is that it? Is that right?
I think it's 305. Yeah.
I've been consuming for 5 hours, so I mean, 305. Does that sound right? I think I only know. What do I know? I know like Southern Virginia's, and I know like Beverly Hills.
Yep, it's 305. 305. Yep, good win, Miami. Fuck you guys.
Oh, zip code. Zip code. I always think an area code, right?
No, I was thinking phone number.
Yeah,
Okay.
area code.
Okay.
Area code.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
The reason why I was sleeping, I was playing blackjack back here. Pitbull, Mr. 305.
Yes.
Had the opportunity to bartend on Pitbull, and I got to be honest, as a guy that did not care for his music,
he's a vibes guy.
He's a very nice human being.
Yep.
I am a fan of
videos.
Pitbull. Here's one thing I learned bartending at a very nice place in Beverly Hills for a long time. Sometimes the people that you think are awesome are fucking terrible pieces of shit. And sometimes the people that you think are pieces of shit from an artist standpoint are actually awesome. And Pitbull was a very, very nice human being. And I wish him the best. Yeah.
There's a lot of videos out there like before they go out and because when they're touring, they just hit the bars right after him and his camp. He's got like fire me up speeches before they go out and just party. Like he was
cool as fuck, man. I'm telling you, like there was another guy that's actually he's dead now that I actually thought was wasn't the most talented guy. His name was Paul Walker. Cool as all can be, man. As much as you wanted to hate him, you couldn't hate him. You know what I mean? I remember watching him act in the Fast and the Furious, and I was like, oh, this guy's fucking terrible. But I was like, you meet Paul Walker, he was a great fucking guy. Rest in peace to Paul Walker. All right, let's get to tomorrow's games. Enough of me reminiscing. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Game Time. Yes, buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having at that very event. So what are you doing, folks? Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Once again, terms apply. Redeeming code CFBX, $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets.
Before you guys start, you got a donation during the ad read. I want you to read this one.
Oh. Orenthal James Simpson, $40. Best live show on the net. And YouTube. I'm surprised he's even hip to making YouTube YT. Keep doing the Lord's work, gentlemen. Hey, well, appreciate you, OJ, and you're welcome. Hit me up. I go to Vegas all the time. I know you live there. Maybe we can grab a cocktail. Tell me some drunken stories. Appreciate that one. And loved you in Naked Gun. Here, this is your music right here. In case you're ever wondering, I appreciate you guys not suing me for playing that music. That is from Naked Gun. And I thought you kind of killed it as Norberg personally. Yeah, we appreciate you. And you have an open invitation, at least I think open to talking to me. Well, one step at a time. All right. One step at a time, baby steps. But yeah, shout out. Appreciate that donation. And yeah, Look, I've always thought we could talk about it. Hold on. Let's hit timeout. I kind of think O.J. Simpson's one of the greatest Americans of all time. Did you watch? So during COVID, I never thought I would watch that 30 for 30. Sorry if I keep hitting this fly. I watched that like 30-piece overkill that ESPN did on O.J. Simpson. I didn't think I would ever watch that, but I watched it. And because of COVID, you're stuck in your house. I'd already watched all 7 police academies a couple times, and I figured, fuck it, let me dive in to this 30 for 30 on O.J. Simpson. So I start watching this thing, and I kind of thought he was a fucking amazing human being, because he's like 9 years old. He's hanging out with his mom, and he's like, "Mom, don't worry. I am going to rush for the high school state rushing record in the state of California." And his mom's sitting there, yeah. Then he goes to high school and he breaks the all-time rushing record. Then he says, "I'm going to go to USC and win the Heisman Trophy." He goes to USC and he wins the Heisman Trophy. He then says, "I'm going to go to the NFL." Sorry, I'm swatting flies over here. And I'm going to go to the NFL and break their rushing record. He gets drafted by a shitty team at the time, the Buffalo Bills. He wins, or he breaks the all-time rushing record with the Bills. And then while he's a San Francisco 49er, he's partying in Beverly Hills like any one of us would do. I don't want to hear any slander. Would be doing, you'd be, enjoying the perks of being super fucking famous. And he's at a club and he meets Nicole Brown. She's a waitress. And he goes, "I'm going to marry that woman," while he's married to another woman. And he pulls it off, right? He pulls it off. And by the way, he's still in the San Francisco 49ers. And he then retires and says, "I'm going to get into broadcasting," which at that time, I commend him because there wasn't many black people on a fucking microphone. So it was kind of a fucking crazy thing to say, is that I'm going to become a broadcaster. There was not many. And guess what? Not only does he become a broadcaster, he's a pretty fucking good broadcaster. And then he says, "I'm going to become an actor." Come on, stop it. You've said all this crazy shit, but yet he keeps accomplishing this stuff. He becomes an actor, and he becomes an actor in a bunch of, like, they did a bunch of TV movies, did the Naked Gun stuff. He was kind of killing it. So this guy's got a track record of saying outlandish things and accomplishing them. So my problem with Nicole Brown is that he said, after he saw her with Marcus Allen, "If I ever see you with another guy again, I'll fucking kill you." Why would you not believe him? This guy has said crazy shit his whole life, and he's accomplished all of that shit. It's on her, in my opinion. It's on her. It's not like you're fucking with Pick Dundee here. I say crazy shit all the time. I don't accomplish shit. This guy's got a track record of accomplishing crazy shit, and you're gonna sit there and question that?
If Colby was had a track record of accomplishing what he said, crazy things, NC State might not be a university anymore. It might not be standing.
That's true. And they probably do a lot of good shit for cancer. I don't know. But I'm saying the OJ thing, come on. He's kind of proven to us his entire life that with the odds stacked against him, he's gonna win. So not only does he kill her, he gets away with it because he's a fucking genius. He does this shit left and right every couple years. Surprised they got him for the stolen goods. Really surprised. Anyway,
now he's in the chat.
Appreciate the donation, OJ. Like I said, maybe meet up, have a cocktail, and we'll go on from there. But St.
USC
Francis
Trojans.
St. Francis and fucking Sacred Heart. And by the way, shout out to the comment yesterday. It says someone said we're playing Bill Burr's clip pre-episode, which was not approved. No, he happened to be on the show a bunch of times with us. Shout out to Bill Burr, great comedian. And yes, it is similar to that bit he has on Schwarzenegger. But yes, he was on the show picking March Madness picks not that long ago.
Who the hell has time to do that?
Yeah, I know. They're, what do they think? We're not. Hey, buddy, we do stand up. Our buddy Nate Craig opens up for Bill Burr. All right, it's very simple. St. Francis is catching 8.5 at Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart's a big. I mean, this is a pretty easy handicap here, right?
This line reeks. It's 11 a.m. game, by the way. I mean, 8 a.m. your time, man.
What about plus 320? Don't you understand?
I think you're walking into it. Give me Sacred Heart.
You keep disrespecting my boys. The red
They got
Flash.
their win. They got their win. They dumped the Gatorade. Give me Sacred Heart. They're gonna smash him.
Oh boy. You try to show someone the right way here. All right? This is like fucking OJ telling Nicole. I better not see you with another guy. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple formula here. I mean, St. Francis plus 8.5. Sprinkle a little bit on that plus 320. Moving along. Stephen F. Austin's laying 8.5 at UT Rio Grande.
Oh, it's standalone game here too.
I mean, I do think we should take the Mexicans here. Are we at least in the alliance here? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. El Mexico, let's go, baby. Mexicans all day. I think they're live in this game.
8.5 is too much. I do think they're live too. We could have. Can I interest you guys in a plus 340? What is this payout? Noah, can you work on this while I'm somewhat working here?
Yeah.
What is the Sacred Heart? I'm sorry, the St. Francis money line parlayed with UT Rio Grande. What would that payout be on say $50? Would appreciate that. Yeah, I think UT Rio Grande is live too. Austin P is catching 2.5 at Bellarmine. Stinky.
I love this one.
I hope you're saying in Bellarmine's favor.
Yes, I like Bellarmine here. I think this is a good spot. League play, kind of reset. They got drilled by Utah and BYU. They hung in with High Point the whole way. First time they played at home in forever. Give me Bellarmine, lock it up.
I'll join you because it doesn't make any sense. Let's go. Bellarmine, 3 locks to start off the day. Towson's laying 2.5 at Monmouth. What? No, get the fuck out of here. Monmouth. I know this line reeks, but I'm still taking Monmouth. Dive into the stink.
Favored.
This line reeks.
I think it's wrong team favorite.
Yes, but I think that's why I'm terrified of this game. It's almost like the Longwood game tonight, or like some of the other games we played, where you're sitting there, like St. Joe's, Rhode Island. You're sitting there saying, "What?"
Yeah. Give me Towson. I'm not betting this game.
Give me Monmouth. I'm not betting it either. You're gonna bet it?
No, I'm not going to bet it. I'm just saying I like Monmouth. I mainly popped in here to share your parlay that you wanted me to calculate.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
15-1 for both dogs in the afternoon. $50 to win $750.
I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Girls, whoever. Let's load up. $50. You're going to spend this out at the bar on, you're going to be out there buying fucking stupid shit in the next couple days. Meeting up for the last week of see who gets to the NFL playoffs. You'll be out there buying dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is a simple play.
I'm going to lock Monmouth.
Oh.
They're coming off the Oklahoma loss. They got their ass kicked. Now they come home, conference home opener against Towson. Cocktail Napkin likes it too. -3. I think the wrong team's favored here. Why not bet it?
I'm with you. why set this line?
There's another one that is nasty as well.
I think
Up
Towson's going to win. I think this line's telling us Towson's going to win.
It is telling us that. It is telling us that. You know,
I'm out on this game because I wanted to bet Monmouth, but I don't know. I'm out. I like Bellarmine better.
Rob's asking what the parlay is. The parlay is St. Francis money line with UT Rio Grande.
Both money lines in the afternoon games.
That's Colby's.
Yeah, that's only Colby.
Sacred Heart's going to win by 30.
that.
Let's go.
I'm actually picking both favorites in both those games.
Oh, then he disappears.
Guess he hasn't watched St. Francis basketball lately because they'd go to Ann Arbor and take a shit at fucking center court. All right, fuck out of here. Campbell is laying 2.5 at North Carolina A&T. I mean, like this stinks.
This was like a 1-point game a couple years ago. Don't bet
I'm
this.
taking A&T. I'm taking A&T. A&T wins this.
I think so too. Give me A&T.
Temple is catching 5.5 in South Florida.
Speaking of unpredictable teams,
I'm on South Florida. It's Temple teams all over the place.
Temple hasn't played in like 2 weeks.
I still think they're not that good. I remember watching that. All right.
I don't like South Florida, man.
There was a situation like that the other night. Are you in favor of rest or rust on long layoffs?
It depends.
Because you're closer to the. I mean, you've
coached. Well, for this scenario, coming from Hawaii, I like the rest because you got to adjust to 4 time zones over. That does mean something. South Florida, man, they're just so up and down. Give me the points.
I must apologize to our listeners, our great listeners, our fantastic listeners. I happen to be watching a nature documentary in the past 24 hours about Vancouver Island, Canada, which I've been to, which is beautiful. Turns out there are the sea wolves. I had no idea. We have sea wolves. They're actually a real fucking thing. Netflix documentary out right now currently. I forget what it's called. If you Google this, you can find this out. But turns out we do have sea wolves where they swim in the ocean from island to island in the Pacific Northwest.
I just looked it up, Colby, and it's Island of Sea Wolves.
Yeah.
Is that your?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I just clicked on some Vancouver Island shit because I had been there before. And I felt very stupid because I said, like, this is a fake mascot, the Sea Wolves of Stony Brook. Now, Stony Brook is in New York, which I have no fucking idea why they would be called the Sea Wolves. But I do want to apologize to our audience because sea wolves are a thing. So human being and sea wolf can exist peacefully. Northeastern's laying 6.5 against Stony Brook. Give me the Seawolves.
Northeastern just lost. I'm gonna take Northeastern at home.
6.5 is just a little too much. I think Northeastern wins, but it's like 4 or 5, something like that. Moving along, Cleveland State's catching 6.5 against Wright State. I know you were not available. You were at the computer store the other night, but Wright State lost money for us yet again.
I know.
They're laying 6.5.
Whoa! They're laying 6.5 now
against Cleveland State.
This was just 4.5.
Wait, hold on. Why? One team is 10-5. Yeah. One team is 6-8.
I think nerds like me who are in like KenPom and shit like Wright State. Numbers tend to like Wright State, but they have fallen apart in a couple of games.
Dude, Cleveland State's been good this year.
They are. The Vikings are solid.
They led both road games and collapse. They're back at home. This is the one. Give me Wright State. I'm locking this. They're going to win by 20. I'm going back to the well. This is the one.
Oh, man.
Let's go. This is the fucking one.
I cannot believe.
Coming back home off the road trip.
As Avetta says, they're back at the Nutter Butter Center. They're good here.
They are good at home. They should have won both games.
I would love for someone to keep track of the money I've lost because I want to say like I've probably lost A
There's
solid,
another team.
solid like $1,500 on Wright State, and it's fucking January 3rd. All right, they got to hit sometime. This is like playing odds or even on on roulette. It's like it's hit on red 34 times in a row. Give me black.
Wait till we get to Detroit.
I can't believe I'm doing that game. I'm laying 6.5 with a team that I've watched be shit for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the comments tomorrow.
I hope everybody comments because that's when they always win. When everybody ambushes a pick, it hits 75% of the time.
Well, let me tell you about a pick that I know is going to hit. Wagner.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Wagner is heading all the way to the Steinberg Wellness Center to take on my fucking Long Island Sharks. Look, the Sharks, who have yet to play a home game. Remember last time I was at that Brooklyn place that fucking Pete Diddy does the fucking shows, right? This one is at the fucking real place. This is college basketball, baby. The Steinberg Center, the Wellness Center is going to be fucking rocking. People are going to be getting their fucking health checked when they check their bank account and see that the fucking Sharks cover the 5.5 and they hit on the plus 180 at the same time. They hit at the plus 180. Make sure you play the money line. Play the money line and swim with the fucking Sharks, baby, because this is easy cash. Hi, how you guys doing?
I do like LIU here. They're a home dog here, actually at home to start league play. Does it worry you that they got drilled by Air Force? Like now that we've actually seen Air Force play a little bit, that
no. They've been a cash machine after that game. So
that was the game. Wasn't that the game they were fucking late? That was the game they were late.
No. That was
the game they were
fucking
Columbia.
Yeah,
you're right.
We had the money line against Columbia.
Yeah,
you're right.
They
were still late. All right,
Colby. I mean, you forgot like the number one angle of this game. Tragic magic. Rod Strickland's former college coach, Joey Meyer at DePaul, tragically passed away a couple of days ago. This is their first game back since that. I think Meyer probably had a hand in Strickland wanting to get into the coaching game after his playing days. This is a tragic magic spot.
No, I'm with you.
Cocktail Napkin has this thing plus one. Oh, no. I think they win it outright at home.
I think you're right. You remember last game we dove in, and we didn't even realize that it was at the fucking whatever the fuck, the Barclays Center, whatever the fuck they're calling that shit these days. Look, all I'm telling you is the Sharks swimming tomorrow. Opener. You take your little bullshit vacuums, or you fucking swim with the fucking Sharks. All right, I see you at Peter Logas later on. All right, easy play here. Give me the plus 175 with the fucking Sharks. Easy money. Go.
No, are you locking this?
Yeah, that's why I'm in here.
I'm not betting this fucking game. Why is the napkin favoring LIU? This is alarming.
It's not favoring, it's just plus one, which, I'm just going to take the money line.
We're locking this.
Oh, yeah. Tragic
easy
magic.
money. See you at Luger's. All right.
Watch this game with your eyes closed. These two offenses are just pitiful.
Tennessee Tech's catching 11.5 at Morehead State.
Lock.
I mean, right? It's just too much, right?
Way too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
We got to bet this.
I like taking desperate teams in league play too. Tennessee Tech just dropped 2 home games. They're going to be up for this game. I don't know if they'll win, but they're going to be in this. Let's go.
It's just too many points. 11.5 points.
Morehead's
should be
not
like
that good.
7, 7.5, 6.5.
Let's head.
Yeah. Golden Eagles. Shout out to GBO Farms. Lipscomb is laying 1.5 at Eastern Kentucky. No. Lipscomb just won at Florida State. Actually, fucking lock Eastern Kentucky.
Easy.
Yes, all day. All day. Shout out to Alfred44 in the chat.
Also, Colby, Eastern Kentucky hasn't really played a home game in forever. All over Eastern Kentucky. I'm with you. Lock it up.
All day. All day. See, tomorrow's one of those cards where it seems almost too good to be true. I like a lot of plays, and you could talk me into a lock here. Because why the fuck is Merrimack 7.5 or 8? I do see an 8 out there. Point favorite.
No,
against Fairleigh Dickinson. I think we should load up on Merrimack.
This is a fucking lock. This team destroyed their NCAA tournament hopes last year because the NCAA fucked them. They win the conference
Noah's
tournament
been
game
waiting
against
on this.
Fairleigh
He's been
Dickinson.
look.
This
folks,
is the spot. Merrimack is fucking them up. They're winning by double digits.
Hold on. Hey, chat. So once Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue last year as a 116 in Las Vegas.
Oh, this is
Noah
great.
Bieniek had a few whiskeys in him, and it was like I had a fucking pelican. It was like I had a parrot on my fucking shoulder. I just kept over there saying, "He's like, it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking
They
bullshit."
shouldn't have been there.
Merrimack should have been there, and the drunker he got, the more I heard. Merrimack deserved to be in this fucking bullshit. Purdue didn't even deserve to play Fairleigh Dickinson. And this is
drunker I got, the more
yeah.
I called for Matt Painter's job.
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
That's true. That's true.
He spent like 34 and like 3. Calm down.
I'm trying to play craps. It's just like it's fucking bullshit. Should have been Merrimack Warriors playing Purdue. All right, should have been playing Purdue.
Is 36-3 in his last 39 non-conference games. The 3 losses are North Texas, St. Peter's, and fucking Fairleigh Dickinson. Come on.
Basically, when it fucking matters.
This line reeks though.
Give
right?
me the Warriors.
I think we should take the Warriors too, Mac.
Noah's too emotional here. I've seen this.
No, cocktail napkin likes it too. This is with the head and the heart.
Everybody loves fair dick. They've been waiting to beat Merrimack outright. Let's go.
This is with the head and the heart. Cocktail napkin likes it by 14. This is alt line potential too.
They ain't cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
I'm gonna join Noah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fair dick.
Me and Bieniek riding with the Warriors. Come out to play against this fair dick bullshit. All right. Maybe Noah sprinkled fairy dust in my ear.
Mac, like Avetta says in the chat, it literally has your nickname in their name. How is Merrimack, not your bet here?
Fair dick. This is revenge from the championship game.
Fair dick. Yes, it is revenge because they got into the NCAA tournament instead of Merrimack.
Did something with their opportunity.
And Merrimack is thinking that should have been us.
You are way too emotionally attached to Merrimack and Fair Dick right now.
You know, Noah's poor dad and mom. How many times have they had to be like, "How you doing this morning?
At 2 a.m. because
how you doing this morning, son?
In his room
Let me tell you about Merrimack, mom. Right? Look, hey son, do you want me to cook you some chicken? No, let me tell you about Merrimack.
The fuck is that?
You're gonna win this one for Tobin Anderson. Let's go, Fair Dick.
even Monmouth, like their performances at home, they're 4-0 straight up at home, and they even have a 6-point win against Lowell. Like they're a good team at home too, and their defense is very good. So, love Merrimack here.
I'm taking it. He's been chirping in my fucking ear for 6 months about this shit, 8 months, whatever the fuck it is. All right, I'm going in.
I had this date circled on my calendar.
I know.
I had this bet circled.
It's next to fucking No Shoes. If we pan left after No Shoes Nation, no, the other direction. You got a calendar. You got this thing circled. It's fucking. Hey, I'm buying in, buddy. You've been selling me all year. Let's go. Central Connecticut State, the real Blue Devils, are 6.5 point favorites at the Graveyard, Stonehill. No fucking way. Give me the Graveyard. I'm not locking it though.
I will. The Graveyard's playing pretty good basketball recently. 2-13. They're gonna be 3-13. They're gonna win the game outright. Who the fuck is Central Connecticut?
All right, you talked me into it. It's a ridiculous line. It's a ridiculous line. I'm with you. Let's ride the Graveyard.
Stonehill's the greatest
6.5. 6.5. It's too many locks I'm starting off with here. I got to cool off. A little bit. Charleston is catching 2.5 at Hofstra.
Great game.
Hofstra's winning this. Lay the 2.5. What are you doing?
This is Noah's game as well. Hofstra and Charleston. This is a great game last year. Give me Charleston. I think they're a little bit better. Hofstra played their ass off the other day.
Isn't the line telling you to take Hofstra?
I think they're even. I mean, not even. I think Charleston's a little bit better, but the game's at Hofstra.
Yeah.
Good game. Good game.
Penn State's catching 13.5 at Michigan State. Oh, man. I'm taking Penn State.
So am I.
I feel like I should lock it, but I'm not. I've locked up I bet too many fucking games going on here. I'm backing off. But if this climbs if this climbs overnight, we're betting fucking Penn State. If this climbs 1 point, we are fucking betting Penn State.
I'm gonna bet Penn State. I think Sparty's covered like 5 in a row now. They're starting to get back to their peak a little bit. I'm on Penn State here. Keep this game 7-8.
Moneyline Mac locking up Penn State plus the points in East Lansing. Old Dominion's catching 4.5 at Troy. Yeah. I see a plus 170 money line play.
Is Jeff Jones back yet?
I don't think so, because when you have a heart attack and you're coaching Old Dominion, there's probably a lot more important things like the fucking the reruns of fucking chips. Look, I still think they're better than Troy. I think they're a better roster than Troy.
Old Dominion blew a 30-point lead the other day. Yeah. That was ridiculous. I feel like we should take Old Dominion too.
Let's take it. Let's bet it.
Let's go. I'll go. They're gonna win.
Monarchs, baby. Let's go. I'm not talking about the fucking butterfly. All right, let's go. These fucking fruit flies in my fucking house, left and right. Corporate gambling coming for me.
So Juwan Howard had the heart procedure, and he missed 11 weeks. So I don't know. Like
Jeff
might
Jones
be a
bad
while.
motherfucker though. He might only be out.
Wait a second, but Juwan Howard also didn't he slap like the strength coach?
Which
his blood pressure's definitely been high in the last 2 weeks.
I'm becoming a much bigger Juwan Howard fan since he's got into coaching.
Did you see my tweet?
Much bigger
earlier today.
No, I did not.
An hour before we did the show. Did you see the Clark County judge get tackled?
Oh my God! Yes,
I did.
That was unbelievable. What an idiot!
My tweet, it's on Noah B77 _. It's Mark Turgeon. I was in the comment from Mark Turgeon was, "Go ahead and hang your banner. All they do is come down anyway." Like that was pretty much the quote from Turgeon in the Big Ten conference tournament.
Yeah.
And then I just put Juwan Howard, and it's him flying over the desk and tackling.
Noah, can you play a tweet? Because I thought that was a very funny tweet, but I'm sorry. I think it got, I mean, in general, I saw that tweet like go viral. Everyone I know was
everybody's
that,
like,
and rightfully so. It was a hilarious, and he looked like fucking.
What an idiot.
Carl Mecklenburg. Yeah.
Hilarious.
That's one way not to be granted whatever you want.
Noah, can I send you?
Yeah, you can send me something else.
No, I'm going to send you a tweet.
Yeah.
And actually, I want you to grab the tweet below it because whoever did this tweet, I was late to the show because I was laughing at this tweet. So.
He's such a dumbass. That guy.
The whole chat's talking about that.
And this is what you got.
Alfred said
and Noah, feel free to show that tweet too of the judge. See, this is she's very lucky that we have laws because if not, she'd be completely dead right now. Just maybe, it's actually kind of refreshing to see in a way.
I've never seen that, but that was
it was.
Like Rob
said,
that was
damn.
fucking wild.
Noah, I just sent you one, and it's like I said, you don't have to grab my tweet of it. You can grab the actual tweet of whoever tweeted that because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
Anyway, where are we at here as I ramble about shit? My apologies to the audience.
We're on Sparty? No, Old Dominion. Yep.
I think Old Dominion is a money line play tomorrow. I think we should.
Yeah.
We're getting 4.5 points. Let's go. And next up we have Jacksonville, the Dolphins catching 5.5 at Florida Gulf Coast.
this game.
The amount of money that both these teams have cost me this year.
I feel like we got to take Jacksonville with the points.
Yeah, we have to. We have to, right?
They just beat FAU. That was the Super Bowl.
I actually think Jacksonville's a better team this year than Gulf Coast. Well, no, I don't know. Gulf Coast got healthy. They had guys injured.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a read on Gulf Coast.
I just can't see them getting up back to back. Like they're so up and down. They got dudes, like you said, but they're a shit show too.
Yeah, give me Jacksonville plus the 5.5. I'm not locking this by any means. Noah, what's up, buddy? Yeah, this tweet here by whoever me alone in my mind is fucking had me rolling. Epstein. Oh man, that tweet. Stephen Hawking rolling up to a Epstein Island had me. I couldn't do the show, guys. I couldn't do the fucking show because I had received that tweet from another comedian friend, and I said, "Oh God, that's so funny. That's so funny. I can't do the fucking show." But give them a follow, whoever they are, because they're doing great fucking work. And Noah, feel free to show your judge getting tackled by fucking Lawrence Taylor. Feel free to show that as well, since we're going to turn this into, what's that Rob Dyrdek show? We're going to turn it into whatever the fuck that show is again. You got it? Let's go. Look at this, man. Now,
Such an idiot.
Great jump. Dude, that guy is a fucking athlete. Look at that jump. He timed that thing perfectly. He timed that thing absolutely perfectly. And he definitely had the distance to do this. Once again, do I need to go back to our Miami Clemson debate? If that's PJ Hall, he's hitting the fucking. He's not making it that far. But I mean, I've always said that there should be a show. There should be a show about this situation where, like, you talk shit. I mean, how many people will put up like a video of them? Like, I'm going to use Terrell Owens as the example, but I'm not. It can be used for any professional athlete. You see all these fans just sitting there talking a ton of shit to them. Shaq, there's another one. Like, you could say all these people that you would never in a million years say shit to any of them. And in sports, in the arena of sports, they let you say it. And then you get super pissed when they come up there like Vernon Maxwell did, or like fucking Ben Wallace or whoever. Jermaine O'Neal. Yeah, Jermaine O'Neal. And I think there should be a show where they capture, like, the Texas-Washington game. That just happened, right? I don't know if you caught the highlights after.
Yeah,
of some Texas fan talking shit to the Washington defensive backs. Probably saying horrible shit, too. I don't even know. I couldn't even hear all the shit. But I actually think they should follow that guy home and have the Washington defensive backs knock on his door the next morning and say, "Hey, dude, I was just curious. What'd you say about my mom? What'd you say about my mom?" And that's your fucking show, because you just get him. I know you got to sign a waiver and shit like that because, you know, you get legal problems, but it'd be perfect. The world would be perfect if that happened. So I'm not saying that judge deserved that, but at the same time, I do think we should always think about the things that are coming out of our mouth. You know what I mean? Because she didn't necessarily shit on him, but she definitely denied him his freedom, and it was fucking hilarious for us outsiders there. Anyway, where the hell are we? Elon is catching 2.5 at William & Mary. This is going to be a 5-hour fucking show. Elon is at William & Mary. William & Mary's laying 2.5. I'm going to go with Bill and Mary because I don't think this line makes any sense either.
Yeah, I'll go Bill and Mary too.
Wilmington is catching 1.5 at Drexel. What? Give me Wilmington all day here. This almost stinks. I'm not locking it. Yeah.
I think Drexel's pretty good at home. Give me Drexel. I'm not betting this.
Youngstown State's catching 1.5 at Northern Kentucky.
This is a good game.
Give me the Norse minus 1.5. What are you doing here?
I want to lock the Norse. They've lost 2 in a row. Back at home. Home opener. They kind of run this league. Let's go.
I'll join you. You brought me along last time. You talked me into it. We lost money. This is the one right here. Green Bay. Oh, and you were at the computer store when we didn't talk about me winning a Green Bay. This Green Bay team, I think, is just going places. They have everything great in life ahead of them. The only thing that I'm terrified about is the hospital, which is right in their way. The hospital is right in their way. Green Bay is having a magical 8-7 season, considering their years previously, the past couple of years. Magical. And now that they head to what is it, Callahan Auto Parts, whatever the fuck that stadium's called, and to take on the 0-15 Detroit Mercy Hospital. Detroit's getting 2.5 points. This line is way too fucking short. This is way too fucking short.
I don't know why it's being bet down, but it is.
I bet it.
I'm so confused here.
They're 3-1 in league play.
I think we have to bet the hospital, right? You bet the hospital, Mac?
Oh, absolutely. Detroit. Green Bay. Great homestand. Going back on the road, Detroit.
Is anyone gonna be here?
No, but it's gonna be a sleepy spot. It's gonna be Detroit all day. They are winning this game outright. Let's go,
dude. How much money? I would like to see how much money I've lost on Detroit this year. At least Long
I did the
Island
same with Georgia
has
Southern,
hit for us.
And then they started rolling.
That's true, but I didn't lock up Georgia Southern every fucking game because it wasn't like a noon tip. I feel like I bet every fucking Detroit game and I lose. But I think you're on to something, buddy. Let's go. All right. Give me this hospital, as my fucking soundboard's not working here. Give me this hospital we speak of. All right. Let me go to the ICU. All right. Because I see you, Moneyline Mac, richer tomorrow than you were today. And that's because we bet the fucking Titans. And can I interest you in a fucking Sharks in a hospital parlay?
Graveyard.
Just saying.
Graveyard too.
Noah, I see your face. He's betting Green Bay, isn't he?
Yeah. Mac mentioned that Detroit's 3-1 against the spread in Horizon League. Green Bay is also 3-1 ATS in Horizon League, and they've actually shown a pulse this fucking season. They've got the best player on the floor, Noah Reynolds. This is easy money. Money.
Here's my problem, Noah. Here's my problem, Noah. Is
Courtney
if they don't get this one, I don't
No. Green Bay is better than some
I don't
other
see
teams
a
in
win
the
until Valentine's Day. They get ooey pooey in the hospital
Valentine's Day.
on Valentine's Day.
Dude, ooey pooey just beat them by 12. That's a win.
But that was on the
This
road.
team sucks.
They gotta win one fucking game. Show me the last team that went winless.
Home court here is like 2 points. Nobody goes to these games.
Well, why is the spread this low?
I don't know. That's why I'm betting it on Green Bay.
No, but you're
the Phoenix
using this.
Courtney's got you. Courtney's got him.
No, Phoenix will rise here.
See, I get the benefit.
2-0 in lock battles yesterday. It's starting 1-0 today.
Detroit's going to win by 20, confirmed.
Actually, this is 2-0 again today because I've got Merrimack against Fair Dick.
Well, I don't get
earlier.
They ain't cold, but they're counting down 7-6-5.
Fair Dick all day,
buddy. It just doesn't.
Should
make
I
any
go
sense.
to this game?
Yes, the hospital.
You're gonna be throwing shit on the floor when Detroit's up 15.
Someone
what
said,
time is this game at?
What did someone say the other day? Noah Bieniek and penicillin's a lock. Like someone said the other day, you were coughing, and they were saying you should get some fucking penicillin or something. You got your excuses to walk right into the fucking hospital. All right.
This game's at 7, so we wouldn't be able to do the show there, and I'd be driving home. It would be tough to make the show on time.
You don't have to go to this game. Don't put yourself through this.
I'm not gonna go.
Don't put yourself through the stress. Go to a Packers Lions game instead.
I think it's a fucking
playoff
great game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Green Bay can win this. Green Bay can beat Detroit here, but Detroit's beating Green Bay in 2 weeks. Bet on it.
Are we talking NFL? Are you sprinkling?
So if I'm sprinkling, like Detroit in 2 weeks is going to be favored by like 7.
Against who?
Green Bay in the playoffs.
The curse of Bobby Lane is real.
Yeah, but this is like our first playoff home game since like 93.
Yeah,
people are going to show up.
Bobby Lane was traded in like 58. There's a
either
reason.
way.
Yeah.
Either way, Phoenix, they're rising here. They're beating the Titans. They're beating them by 3 or more. I love that it actually dropped under 3 because now I can get them by a possession.
That's what they want you to do.
So folks, I get the FCS lines from our from a book out there. So we used to have a sponsor from a real book, and I'm friends with them. So they kindly let me see their numbers, right? When I talk about the FCS, because the lines don't come out for FCS college football until Saturday morning. So they go out of the kindness of their heart and let me have those numbers on Wednesday. But what's cool is when they send me that, they send me their spreadsheet of all the games. And it has their projected score, and then it has what the line is going to open at. And you see ones highlighted that don't make any sense. I have never hit them up for college basketball lines, but I would imagine this would be one that would be highlighted because it doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm all over Detroit. I'm the biggest Green Bay fan. I mean, shit. You know what I mean? I'm the biggest Green Bay fan. I love the Phoenix. Tony Bennett, back in the day, played for him. I might send off no, not tonight. Not tonight. I was going to say a Brett Favre dick pic joke, but no, not. Let's go. Locking up the hospital. Battle against Noah Bieniek. I would play his battle music, but he jumped behind the screen. Next up, we go to Hampton's catching 13.5 at Delaware.
Good line.
Give me Hampton plus the points.
I'll take Hampton. They just got fucked up. Bounce back.
IUPUI is at Robert Morris. Robert Morris is laying 9.5 points. That's absurd, by the way. Give me IUPUI.
Give me Bob Morris. Lock it up. They're off a double road trip. Get right against no other team than Uwe
Too many fucking points.
They're gonna win by 25.
You're falling for it. You're Bieniek again. But Milwaukee's
I don't think
catching.
this reeks. I don't think it reeks. I mean, Bob Morris is like 4-11.
But why is it 9.5?
What do you think? It should be lower?
Dude, this should be like a 5-point spread. 4.5.
Well, no, that's why I'm laying it. Yeah, I mean they're 4-11 and they're laying 9.5. They're telling you they're gonna fuck them up.
No, I actually believe though that this one they're off. They're off on some of these. They're plugging in algorithms. They're off here. Milwaukee is catching 7.5 at Oakland.
Great game.
I'll take the points in Milwaukee.
I'll take the points too. No, you got a lock here?
Yeah, I'm locking up my Golden Grizz. I like this alt line too. OU's got a very good offense. Here's the thing. Milwaukee, they've faced the 255th strength of schedule this season. Their defense is ranked 352nd in defensive efficiency. Like, this defense is literally dog shit. OU won at home against Milwaukee last year by 22. Lock it up. Sprinkle the alt line.
Wait. That was Bart Lundy's first year. Year 2, they're a little bit better.
And they were second place team in the Horizon. Year 2, they're actually worse. It's a sophomore slump.
Okay, but I still feel like he's gained more intel on his conference opponents.
No. Nope. Because last year, how can you say that when they go 14-6, they come in second in the Horizon? Oakland gave them their first loss in the Horizon League last year. This year, they already lost one to Green Bay, who's pretty damn good this year. They lose their second here.
This guy's the Horizon. He's the Horizon King.
Oakland covers the number. They smoke them here. I'm sprinkling.
Bieniek's locking it. I played your music. All right, you can disappear into the background again.
All right.
Milwaukee money line.
Yeah, Milwaukee money line.
It's the Horizon. It's like the MAC football. Nothing makes sense in that fucking league.
North Florida's catching 6.5 at Stetson.
Points?
Ospreys plus the 6.5. Georgia State.
Stetson gets up for these in-state games, though. They own the state of Florida. I'll just
Noah,
say that.
Noah, can you find me the Georgia State Southern Miss line? I don't have that right now.
Yeah, when I saw it earlier, it was Georgia State plus 3.5.
Southern Miss is the play.
Home opener for the conference, too.
Yeah, I think we should lock this. This is that front runner get up spot for Southern Miss. Off Georgia Southern loss.
I like it. Southern Miss minus 3.5 in Hattiesburg. The house that Clarence Weatherspoon built. Let's go. Memphis is only laying 9 at Tulsa.
I'm not betting this game.
This was the game I was referring to when it said like smell is at an all-time high.
Actually, I'm sorry, 9.5. I'm seeing 9.5. Did I say 9?
This
9.5.
one smells the high heaven.
Yeah. Give me Tulsa.
I like Tulsa. Let's go.
Yeah. App State is laying 3.5 in Mobile against South Alabama. Remember, App State 10 and they didn't lose. They beat ULM. I was going to say I thought they lost to Asheville.
They're not playing as well.
They're still going to beat.
South Alabama's playing well.
You think we should take a flyer on the Jags?
No, I'm out.
I'm taking App State.
I'll take App State. Let's go. Let's go Mountaineers.
Georgia Southern is catching 11 at Arkansas State. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Georgia Southern plus 11. What are you doing here?
What do we do with the team that just got the first win?
I don't think Arkansas State's that good, though. You can't lay 11 with Arkansas State.
Yeah, this is the battle of the Nate Oates assistant coaches. I'll take Ark State. I'm not betting this game.
Noah, do you have the line on Cal Baptist in Utah Valley? I'm not seeing it right now.
2.5
for Valley.
I believe
like
so.
Valley's laying 2.5. Dude, I think Baptist.
Yeah.
I think Baptist is actually the better play there.
I do too.
SIU Edwardsville is catching 3.5 at Little Rock.
The Ohio Valley Thursday night's going to be such a pain in the ass for the next 2 months.
I'm on SIU. What are you doing here?
I'm not betting this fucking game. I'm with you.
UT Arlington's catching 5.5 at Tarleton State. I think UTA is live to win this thing.
I think they're going to win. I'm with you. I think we should lock Arlington.
Let's lock it.
Let's go.
Maverick time. All right.
We don't have Gillespie back yet.
Let's go. Coastal Carolina's catching 10 at Texas State. That's too many fucking points. Give me Coastal plus the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points.
All right, folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we're back talking college hoops. And JMU is laying 5.5 in Lafayette, Louisiana against the Raging Cajuns.
Ooh.
I'm on Lafayette, man. I think it's a potential money line play. I could be talking to a lock.
We have to. This is a system play. JMU's first road league game as the hunted. We got this is an easy one. Louisiana, sprinkle some on the money line.
I'm with you. Sprinkle that money line. Let's go.
They're gonna be ready for JMU down there. By the way.
Oh yeah,
that place is gonna be on fire. Bob Marlin.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the students aren't back. It's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Yeah. But I think they have enough locals that place will have a good environment.
Tennessee State is laying 3.5 at the Screaming Eagles of Southern Indiana. That's cute. Give me the Screaming Eagles to win on the money line here.
Yeah, they always come through first. Give me the Screaming Eagles. Let's go.
SEMO is catching 8 at Western Illinois. God, this is one of the hardest plays. But give me the Leathernecks. I don't know, actually. Give me SEMO. This is a rivalry game, if memory serves me correct. What are you doing here?
SEMO had been playing better. The second half against Moorhead got away from them. I like SEMO a lot here. I may lock this. Check the picks page.
Grand Canyon's laying 10 in Zion National Park or wherever the fuck this is played. Southern Utah. It's like right there next to Zion.
Yeah.
It's too many points, right?
Probably.
Give me the Thunderbirds and the points.
Yeah, I'll take the points.
UTEP. Don't you try to sell me. This is a rivalry game. This is actually an intense rivalry game. Yeah. UTEP is going to Las Cruces. New Mexico State's laying 1.5. You know what, man? I don't want to lock this up because I actually think if UTEP was to get one, it would be this one. I know we've been striking out on UTEP. I feel like left and right. This is a fucking. I'm going to watch this game tomorrow because they hate each other. Give me New Mexico State -1.5. I don't know. I could be talked into UTEP. No, but I like the way New Mexico State's been playing lately. Give me New Mexico State -1.5.
I kind of want to bet New Mexico State. They're good at home.
I just feel like I don't know. This is that coach, the coach they hired. I'm drawing a blank on his name from
Jason
from
Hooten?
Sam Houston. Yeah. This is his first game in the rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd lean to New Mexico State. I like them at home.
I'm not locking it though. I'm taking New Mexico State. I'm not locking it. Eastern Illinois is catching 9.5 at UT Martin. Whew.
There's too many.
Yeah, give me EIU. Should we lock this?
Yes. EIEIO.
Let's go.
It's the OVC.
EIO. All right, let's go. Eastern Illinois. The Oregon Ducks are catching 3.5 in Seattle against Washington. This was the game that Peyton Pritchard hit the game winner and then told the crowd to suck his dick about 5 times. It was pretty fucking hilarious. Not sure if those wishes came true, but I enjoy this rivalry. Give me Washington -3.5.
This may be my favorite play of the night. Washington, they got all the good vibes right now. College football, they're going to the national championship. Place going to be rocking. They hate Oregon. They're just coming off 2 tough road games at Colorado, at Utah. Had a chance to win both. Back at home, Oregon's 2-0, but are they really that good in Pac-12 play? I think Washington's going to smack their ass.
Let's go.
Lock it up.
You built a great. Yeah, that was a good sell because I was on the fence. It was a good sell.
Go Huskies. Michael Penix play.
Moneyline Max sells. He's working a kiosk in a mall because he just sold me on something right there. North Texas is catching 1.5 at Wichita. I mean, I think Wichita is going to win this game, and I feel like I could lock this too.
We have to lock this. They're off K-State and Kansas losses in Kansas City. Back at home finally. They're going to get this done.
Lock it up. Wichita State -1.5. Noah, can you get me the line on Minnesota and Michigan?
It's like 6.
Yeah, so Michigan is favored by 6. Cocktail Napkin has them by 9. Shout out to all professors willing to work with athletes after semester deadline. Our team is still fully intact as of this moment. When the semester turns, it might not be. But since we have all of our starters, Minnesota does not. And it's one of Minnesota's first road games in quite a while. First road game since December 3rd. They lost by 10 to Ohio State. I don't think Ohio State's that much better than the Wolverines this year.
Is Llewellyn playing?
Llewellyn? Or Doug?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm fucking this
You're
up.
thinking of last year.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Llewellyn.
Yeah, because now we're gonna have Llewellyn.
Wait. So wait, but I thought
Doug's gonna play.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably won't play the rest of the
I thought you told me
semester.
there were some academic issues.
Probably won't play the rest. So
Okay.
the second semester starts on the 11th. So he's got 2 more games, from what it sounds like. I believe there are some professors that are maybe working with him post first semester.
I like this.
Professor Bieniek.
Yeah. But yeah, this team's intact for 2 more games.
Well, I don't get the brain man cold, but they're counting down.
So I like them against, on paper, the worst team in the Big Ten, within one of their final games, fully intact. Cocktail napkin has them by 9. I'll lay it.
Give me the Gophers and the points. You just partied all fucking week. Are you kidding me? Give me the Gophers and the points. Everybody at Michigan. I know they're a pussy fan base, but I guarantee you they were doing the jello shots and all that bullshit. But, Minnesota covers, Michigan wins. Mac?
I think everybody's going to see a 10-3 overrated ass Minnesota team that just beats up on all these fucking mid majors, going to 6-7. Michigan, who just lost to McNeese and everybody. This is going to be Michigan's Super Bowl. They're going to smack their ass by 20. Lock up the Wolverines. They're feeling
Mac's
good.
selling me.
They're
Mac
going to
is
fuck them
selling me.
off. Let's go, baby.
Michigan.
What's great is Llewellyn's actually really questionable, even though that's not who I was
Llewellyn's
talking
me.
about.
Yeah, he's
That's
still
not who I was
Over.
talking about. But yeah.
Fucking Harbaugh's going to be kissing babies in the stands. Place going to be going crazy.
Mac just talked me into this. Michigan, 20th
Throwing
strength
roses.
of schedule. Minnesota, 359th strength of schedule. Their first road game in a month. This place isn't going to be packed. However, it's still travel. Give me
Minnesota
my Wolverines.
covers.
I'll lock it up too.
Oh
They're
my
gonna fuck
God,
Minnesota
disgusting.
Fuck Minnesota. They're going to
Gophers
lose every
cover.
Big Ten game. I hate that team.
Gophers cover. Pepperdine is catching 21 points in the kennel.
Keep it going.
I think we should.
Dude,
And there is a 20.5 out there, by the way. Maybe we can jump on that 20.5. Lock up Gonzaga minus the points. All right. You can't take the waves. I am an FBI agent. Take Gonzaga minus the points. Utah. Give me 2 of those. Mac, you locking this up, right?
yeah, and Gonzaga really hasn't covered a game since about Thanksgiving. Wrong place, wrong time for Pepperdine. Outline this thing to like 40. Gonzaga's going to drill them old school.
Yeah. Lock. The Colorado Buffaloes are catching 12 in Tucson. Give me the points. I think Arizona's going to bounce back and win, but 12's too much.
I agree with you. Too many points. Give me the Buffs.
Seattle is laying 11.5 against Utah Tech at home in the ozone layer at the Crack House. No, I can't lay 11.5 with this fucking Seattle team. I could be talked into a lock into Utah Tech here.
I hate going against the freaking global warming arena or whatever the fuck they call it. I'll take Seattle. I'm not betting this game.
UC 11.5. Who the fuck they think they are? Elgin Baylor's not there anymore. Look, UC San Diego is at UC Santa Barbara. This is a smash spot, dude. Santa Barbara's lost 2 tough games in a row. Lock up the Gauchos. They're too good of a team. Their culture is too. This is maybe the best play of the night, dude.
They're gonna fuck them
They
up.
are winning by double digits against San Diego at whatever the fuck that stadium is. Give me Santa Barbara minus 4.5 all fucking day.
Lock.
Yes. Double lock. No, I'm surprised Noah's not here. Thought he was really sharp. He's clearly got issues. It's a great spot, Noah, if you want. This is me inviting you to the party. This is me inviting you.
It's watching
there's-
Harbaugh highlights.
There's
still.
some chick that wants to have sex with you. This is, you know what I mean? This is, take the bait. No. Okay. All right. Well, to each their own. To each their own. UC Davis is catching 1.5 at Riverside. No, Riverside's going to win this one. Lay the 1.5. What are you doing here?
This is fringe lock too. I like Riverside.
I agree, dude.
Let's lock.
Yeah.
Riverside's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're way better than their
Let's
record.
take Riverside. Get this Jim Les shit out of here. Noah. You know what I mean?
Come on.
I can't believe he's whiffing over here, man.
He doesn't do the West Coast games. Only the tree huggers.
San Francisco's laying 19.5 at the Pacific Ocean there. No. We should probably take Pacific here. I know Clark's going to give us a hard time about this. They're not far away. They're not far away from one another. Stockton, California is not that far away. Give me the points. San Francisco wins by 10.
We have to, right? San Francisco, this isn't the 49ers. It can't, this is the Dons. It can't, 23 touchdowns on the road. No way. Give me Pacific.
Yes, let's go. Long Beach State is laying 8.5 at Cal Poly against the Mustangs. I actually hesitated with this game. Long Beach is, that was my first reaction, but that was like Cal Poly sucks, but I will say they are better than a year ago. I'm on Long Beach, but I'm not locking it because I'm not ready to go there with this one. I think it's stay away.
Yeah, two teams need to win. Give me the points actually, but I'm not betting this because Long Beach is way better.
Fullerton is catching 11.5 at Irvine. You know these teams are located these. This is a rivalry too.
Do we worry that Fullerton had they played Long Beach in the other rivalry game. Then they went to Hawaii, had an overtime game and won. Now they got to come back. I'll still take the points with the
I got to take the points. It's too much for a rivalry game. Maybe they smoke them because it's at the Anthill, but I don't know.
Big West's going to be fun this year, man.
Yeah. Hawaii is laying 5.5 in Bakersfield. I think we should consider a lock here.
With Hawaii?
I just think Hawaii is way better from a roster standpoint.
I agree. I think the Fullerton game may have been a little bit of a letdown off that big Hawaii tournament where they're playing TCU, Georgia Tech, all the high majors. I agree they're way better. Let's do it. Hawaii in a late spot.
I like this roster. When I watch them, I'm like, they're a better team. I think they're a lot better than Bakersfield. Let's lay the 5.5 with the Rainbow Warriors. Pac-2 game here. Oregon State catching 10.5 in Pullman. Give me in a Pac-2 matchup. You got to take the points.
No, you're betting this game.
Yeah, I'm jumping in. You talk shit about me not taking the West Coast games.
Oh, there we go.
I'm out on this game. I have no idea. I'll take the points with the Beavs.
What are you doing, Noah?
All right, so Washington State in every true home game has won by double digits. Oregon State has played 3 games away from home. This is their first true road game of the fucking season, somehow.
Oh, God,
Oregon State, of all teams. 3 games away from home. They lost by 21 to Nebraska. They lost by 16 to Baylor. They lost by 25 to Pitt. They are getting their ass kicked in this game. I like the Beavers. They're getting their ass
Calvin
kicked.
makes a great point. No students in Pullman. No one is going to be at this game.
It doesn't matter. It's travel. It's not a familiar building. They've lost 3 games in a neutral site. No students are there either. All 3 neutral site games by more than 15
They go to Pullman
points.
every year. They're hanging on to the Pac-2. All right, they go there every year.
I love Oregon State. One of my favorite colleges to root for, even before they got fucked by the Pac-12, but now I like them even more. But Washington State also got fucked by the Pac-12. I will
say Washington State is the better team, and the fact that they lost twice in a row and stuff, but I can't lay 10.5. I just can't. I can't lay 10.5. There.
It's their conference home opener. They don't need the students there. The whole community is going to be there.
I don't know about that, but no. Mac, who are you taking?
Beavs. I'm not betting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll root for you, Noah. I'll root for you.
I need some
music. Here's your music now.
Thank you.
Bieniek is locking up. Washington State minus 10.5.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Colby, you should know about this Pullman trip. Where's the nearest airport to Pullman? Or are they driving?
Spokane. I had to go to Spokane, and
not
but
easy.
at the same time, like I know that no one cares about basketball because I've been. We were guests of the University of Washington State. Like,
you know that travel. That ain't easy.
We got a whole tour, and they kind of just were like, "This is our basketball court." So anyway, here's the vending machine.
Vending machine.
We have Milky Way here. Anyway, Utah is laying 5.5 at Arizona State. I kind of think Utah is going to fuck them up, but
I like this game a lot, actually.
For Utah?
Yes. Arizona State just had 2 miracle wins against Stanford and fucking Cal, and people are talking about them competing for the Pac-12 title. No, this Arizona State team sucks. Utah's going to fuck them up.
Now we got a problem.
They're not going 3-0.
Triple lock here?
Yeah,
we do.
Been partying all weekend. So, that.
The Utes, let's go. Can I talk about another one? Speaking of struggle,
Cocktail Napkin has the Utes by 9 too. By the way,
Utes are good.
I think Loyola Marymount is due for a big win. They're laying 1.5 against Santa Clara. Give me Kelly LePepe, and I check the picks page. I might be betting the fuck out of this game.
We should.
What are you doing here?
They're coming off back-to-back home losses.
Yeah,
The
I think this is the
Charleston by
one,
double
right?
digits. Santa Clara is not the same team away from home. I like this. I know we're locking a lot here late, but let's go. Let's go, LePepe.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's league play. Home
That's what
team.
I'm saying. They have talent. They have fucking talent. They just don't play cohesively.
They're right there to beat Colorado State.
Yeah. St. Mary's final game of the slate. St. Mary's laying 13.5 against San Diego Toreros. Steve Lavin.
Do they lay that number every game?
This is on the road.
I know. I feel like every St. Mary's game is between 13 and 15. It's like, oh.
I almost
And they
feel
win
like
by
we should
25
take the
or lose.
Toreros. San Diego, give me San Diego on the points, I guess. I don't know, but St. Mary's is so much better than them from a roster standpoint.
I
CBS.
feel like them and the Zags. It's league play time. Time to start drilling some of these folks. I'll lay it.
All right. Let's lay it.
I'm not betting that.
I'm not betting that either. Folks, this is our show. Best play of the day, the play that you feel most confident about. What did I talk about earlier that we said that I think would be the top play of the night? There's a few that I actually love the slate today as opposed to last night.
Me too.
I almost love it too much where it makes me paranoid.
Chad, drop your favorite bet tomorrow.
I kind of think Santa Barbara's the best play on the board. I think they're going to fuck up San Diego. I think Santa Barbara has been in both of those games that they lost. They were on the road. They come home. I think that is the best play out there for tomorrow night. McIntyre.
I got 1A, 1B, and they're both playing in the national championship in football. They're both coming off back-to-back losses in basketball.
The football parlay.
Vibes are good in those towns. I think they're great smash spots against Oregon and Minnesota. Washington and Michigan are my two best. If you want to throw that in a parlay, there you go. The national championship football parlay in basketball.
I like that.
I know the
Good vibes,
human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
I didn't mean to press that. Noah, your best play of the day.
What if I told you beat a team in your conference tournament championship? You should have been in the NCAA tournament. And that team that you said beat then is in national headlines all over the world because they beat Purdue. That should have been you, Merrimack. Go up there and show the world that Fairleigh Dickinson did not deserve it. Give me the Warriors. They win this by 20. Quote Moneyline Mac when Pitt was supposed to beat Iowa was supposed to beat Pitt. They win this by 20. Merrimack.
Ooh, I like that. Zoidberg in the chat. Hey, go back to that. He said, do you think Washington is still good at -4.5?
Yeah.
I do too.
I think it's a smash spot.
6 is where I stop. 6 is where I stop. Folks, this is our show. Let's get out of here in the next 30 seconds because, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Sorry. I gave you the Dances with Wolves episode a little early. This is like, what was that shitty movie everyone's blue? Avatar. This is Avatar, the sequel, where you were hoping to get the picks and get out of here in like a clean 70 minutes. No, sorry.
There's a TCE trim for that on YouTube, by the way.
There you go. Go get some trim and check out that, folks. We are the College Basketball Experience. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out. I'll be back tomorrow morning talking college hoops on the Sports Gambling Podcast, and also me and CJ Sullivan will be talking college football national championships, FCS and FBS, as well as college basketball Saturday tomorrow afternoon. Appreciate you rocking with us. Until next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
It's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good jog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you never hit me time back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it. It's kinda tough. Last time you got the hot shit that I was not the hot shit. Why? Going through them transitions, wham this in, damn listen. I can make the biggest chain glisten and wouldn't have shit to do with shit but some chips in. I don't get down like that. I'm the super rap mammal with the crown of fact. I'm so sore thumb, sticking out like some stick gum. Out the back with the beat smack. It's dumb, dumb hot, crazy sun hot. More often than not, and not monotonous. And got the hiss in the whole since bottomless. Bottoms up, cause I'ma just beat them damn guts to submission. It's in the job description. That's what I